What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Kentrell LeGrew in the building. What's up, man? Hell yeah, I saw that shit. Man, I'm loving it. Them New York dudes is in trouble. I love it. I love it when New York dudes get arrested. All that crap is coming out of New York. What's going on, Ray Patterson in the building? What's going on, man? Kentrell LeGrew in the building. What up? What up? What up? What up? Coach Chris in the building. Grand rises to you. Paul Pierce and Adrian Braun are next to get picked up. Come on, snatch them all. AB, I'm telling you, AB is telling. I'm telling you, they telling, bro. They all snitching. Look, bro, we'll wait till some people come in the building. But look, man, I told you so. I love it, and I told you so. There's going to be two things that we're talking about today. Gervonta Davis ticket sales and you raggedy Negroes in the NBA need to go to jail for all the dang point shaving you're doing in high school, college, the pros. Y'all know dang well y'all guilty. Y'all know y'all playing around with people's money. And I ain't never been more happy to see some people get their ass what they deserve, bro. And I'm going to talk about that, man, because it's connected to boxing. Not a lot of people. This is a wide-ranging investigation, bro. Let me wait for some cats to come in. I know y'all don't care. Let me put this chat in the deal. Also, man, he said all the money I lost on FanDuel, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. These guys been fixing fights. They've been fixing boxing matches. They fix tennis matches. What up? Hey, man, that dude named Dave. Hey. He says, salute from Manhattan. What's up, that dude named Dave? How you feeling, bro? Blaze Boxing, shoo, bang. What up, man? The Don. Yeah, man. And I ain't going to get rated. Oh, I love that shit, man. Man, when they said, look what they said. They said, hold on, where'd it go? I got this up somewhere. They got the Lucchese. All of those, the 5 families, they named the 5 families of New York City, which of course you know run New York and New Jersey. The Mafia 5 families. And don't they run New Jersey? Don't they run New Jersey? They don't run Chicago. They run New Jersey, though. They run New Jersey, though. They run New York and they run New Jersey, though. Man, I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. I hope all y'all people fixing boxing matches, playing with people in New York City, all y'all dudes that report into the 5 families of the Mafia in the New York area. I don't give a shit where you are. You in New Jersey, you in New York, bro. Is a very, very practical. I'm saying this is a practical matter. I hope every single solitary one of you raggedy niggas go to jail. And I hope you niggas snitch. A bunch of rats. A bunch of rats that you can't even, untrustworthy rats, bro. Like, look, bro, I don't got no problem with criminals as long as the criminal is trustworthy, bro. He said, that's why I don't gamble. It's all fixed. Oh, I'm loving it, man. Man, that dude named Dave, it's all fixed. Man, I would watch the Bulls game, and I'm like, dude, this is going to go 6. Every year. It's a three-peat, right? All 3. Watch this shit. You want to know some devil symbology? 2 3-peats of 6. No, seriously, think about it. The Chicago Bulls won 6 championships. I do believe they won all their 6 championships in 6 games. I'm pretty sure that they won them all in 6 games. Kentrell LeGrew said Chauncey Billups had an X-ray poker table. That's crazy. Oh, Lakers in 5, my bad. The second one was 6. So it was 5, 6. After that, they went to, so they got 4 6s and a 5. What are 4 6s? That's 24 and 5 is 30. It's still it's 29. 29 is 7. 7. Yes. Any way you cut it, the numbers work. Last game shot, 666 seconds left on the clock. Hey, dog, I'm just trying to tell you. Hey, bro. Hey, man. Are you guys still? Hey, Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese. Hey, Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese, are you going to get tied up? Hey, look, bro. Debbie been cheating my guy Al for years. Hey, Lakers faking injury and he juicing. LeBron faking injury and he juicing. I mean, LeBron definitely, we know, I believe LeBron juicing, obviously. But the load management, let's talk about load management in the NBA. What the fuck? Man, come on, bro. Hold on one second. Ugh, fuck. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me, but for some damn reason, something happened with my camera. Hold on one second. I got to do something. Some shit happened with my camera. It's frozen. Fuck. Give me 1 second. All right, there you go. I don't know. That shit went on standby for some reason, some odd ass reason. Man, LeBron is a dog. LeBron ain't juicing. I know. LeBron ain't juicing. Terrence Crawford ain't juicing. Canelo ain't juicing. None of them are juicing. I get you. LeBron ain't juicing. LeBron just a 50-year-old man, bro. He just a 50-year-old man that can fucking pole vault himself out of a chest-high pool. Hey, Virgil, don't get mad, bro. These dudes all juicing, bro. Look, dog, these niggas on the Bulls was juicing. Hey, look, bro. You cannot tell me that these dudes on the Bulls in the 1996 in the Bulls in the 90s, dog, they were probably juicing, bro. Mike was probably juicing, bro. Trust me, these dudes turned into goddamn animals out there, dog. Okay? If you ever got to see Scottie Pippen in person in the 1990s, bro, that dude was huge. Was Jordan juicing? Probably. I wouldn't put it past him. They played 82 games. Got through injuries and everything. He was playing same time Barry Bonds was playing. I wouldn't put it past him. Look, man, only people I'm putting past juicing are people in the 1980s. And I'm telling you, dude, I believe them dudes in the 1980s, man, like Oakley. Man, come on, man. Them boys was big, bro. Those dudes was big and mad. They had all kind of rage in their hearts. Yeah, man. Definitely. Jordan was too busy gambling. Hey, man, them dudes was some damn alcoholics, too. Especially in the 80s. Too many brothers in the 20s were bald-headed. I'm just telling you, bro, don't put it past these guys for juicing, bro. People been knowing they can make a lot of money in sports for a long time, man. People have been cheating. People have been lying. People have been stealing. They've been doing it for a very, very, very long time, bro. They were doing it for a very, very, very long time. And why is this like that? All right, that's fixed, man. You know what I mean? It's stupid, bro. It really is. To believe, because people believe. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Look, anyway, let me get on to the real topic of this video. Let me change the title because I don't really care about this. Dog, let me tell you what is happening to Eddie Hearn, bro. Let me tell you. Where you guys go? Where does go? Yeah, let me tell you what's happening to Eddie Hearn, bro. And the shit is absolutely hilarious. Has anybody seen the ticket sales for Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul? The ticket sales for that fight are not doing well if you look at Ticketmaster. LeBron James on Kai's stream dancing, but he hurt. Look, bro, they do the load management so that they can fucking play around, bro. Look, I don't trust anything in sports, man. They're all dishonest, man. They're dishonest to the bone. Gambling is for suckers. The house always wins. Lalo Zeta, oh yeah, man. Lalo Zeta was a juice monster. Anyway, man. So let me tell you something, man, about this. What happened with these tickets? What's going on with these ticket sales with Gervonta and Jake Paul? 10/4/25 was the last update that I saw. Let me go back. Let me make sure of this real quick. I probably should have done this first. I saw him on. Oh, let me see something. Ticketmaster. Look at this. Look at this. This is a very, very interesting conversation. Watch this. You know why they're not selling great? Look how many tickets are available. And look how inexpensive the tickets are. Look how inexpensive these tickets are. The highest ticket they have on Ticketmaster is 8. Well, let me see. Best seats. Oh, they got some big expense. They got some real expensive ones down there. Look, they're not going anywhere, right? Get down. You can get in the building for $90, right? You got the ones down here that are really expensive, right? But look, they're not going. You know why that is? Anybody want to guess why that is? Hey, it's very, very good news. Have you guys heard about the lawsuit about Ticketmaster being sued and Live Nation being sued for fraud? Put a 1 in the chat if you've heard about how Live Nation has been sued and Ticketmaster has been sued. The reason why all these tickets are available is because they are not allowed to move it to a secondary ticket market. Ticketmaster was not allowed, or the people in the event were not allowed to sell all of those tickets, move them on to StubHub, and lift the prices by 50, 60%. So you don't have to notice there's no $20,000 seats. Notice there's no, the FTC sued them. Thank you. So what's happening is they're not allowed to price gouge us. So they have to put the tickets on sale, and the first tickets have to be sold to actual people one by one. That's why this event did not sell out in the first 30 seconds. The first 30 seconds. So I'm glad that I asked one to know if you guys had heard about that. So let's back up a little bit and go back to the UK. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember what happened with Matchroom and what happened with Queensland or Queensberry, is it Queensland? When they started having to do fights in Saudi Arabia. I'm telling you, man, this is crazy. They could no longer price gouge. This is a killer for Eddie Hearn. This is a killer for Eddie Hearn. Absolute killer for Eddie Hearn. That's why boxing is in such trouble in the UK, because they made it illegal for Eddie Hearn and other concert promoters to play that game, to play that shell game, where they say, okay, we got this event. Oh, the tickets are gone. Oh, look, the tickets go on sale. Listen, 2 Cent, listen, 2 Cent, listen, 2 Cent, listen, 2 Cent, listen. 2 Cent, this is something very important to understand. The fight is not flopping. The fight is behaving in a way. Let me put it this way. The fight is not flopping. They're not allowed to lie to us. Let's repeat this. The fight is not flopping. They are not being allowed to lie to us. What happens with tickets normally when we're not being lied to is that people check the website all the time to see if tickets are available. They will not buy their ticket until the prices start to come down. When the prices start to come down, smart shoppers then start buying the tickets. What they did to counteract that was to, and that being the promoters and Ticketmaster, the ticket sellers, did to combat that, was that they take all of the tickets off the website and they sell them to resellers at a very reduced price. The resellers then are the ones that take all the risk because they're the ones with all the tickets, and then they put a percentage markup on their tickets, and guess what benefits? Everybody benefits because the venue gets to say it was a sellout because all the tickets were gone. The reseller, the ticket venue, and the ticket, I guess the promoter's risk is gone. Then the group of people that buy them, they get to profit. But guess what? The fight fans are being defrauded because they are being told that the tickets are not available. But the venue is making them unavailable to them. Making them unavailable to them and escalating the prices artificially. And then relying on the secondary ticket market to be the ones that are going to drop the price in the tickets. It's a scam. 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 Arena in the building. What up, Arena? Man, I love how you change your pictures. It's a scam. It's a lot of funny stuff going on with those Canelo Crawford tickets. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're moving them. You got to have like a PhD in tickets to know what they're moving around. It was not a sellout. It's basically what I see them doing is they're trying to force the consumer to pay as high a price as they can possibly pay. And they're also trying to remove as much risk from the venue and from the promoters as possible. And you know who they're probably dealing with? They're probably dealing shit. I didn't hit the unmute. I thought I was still muted. I thought I had hit it. I'm still good. I'm good now, right? Good now. Egomaniac said they've been doing these with music concerts and venues for about 15 years now as well. They've been scamming tickets. Yeah, man. So look, bro, We're gonna. I'm gonna get into my mode if you don't mind. Damn, I hate this. I like the sound of this mic. I hate where they put this fucking mute button. This mute button is like boom, boom, boom. You hit it all the time. Why you got a fucking mute button this damn big? Like, for real, bro. This fucking mic got a mute button this big. Like, why would you have a mute button that damn big? That's ridiculous. Let me move this shit over here so I stop touching it. Yeah, man, let me go back into my mode for a second. All you little niggas threatening people over boxing, fucking with venues, all y'all niggas is in trouble, bro. All y'all niggas is in trouble. All of you niggas is in trouble. And you know it. Any of you guys that are fixers in New York City, let me tell you how this is going to come downstream on you guys. Everybody in the New York City mob is under federal investigation. Let me repeat that. Every member and associate of organized crime in New York and in New Jersey is under surveillance. You know why? Because they brought up the names. The Genovese crime family. What's up, Genoveses? The Bonono, whatever y'all names are. All y'all niggas are under investigation. So if you're like a union worker or you're like a black guy that's in good with them, all y'all Negroes is under investigation, bro. All of y'all. Every one of y'all niggas' phones is tapped. Every one of y'all niggas, everything where you go, everything you do is being watched. And who told you? I just want to dedicate this live stream to this message. I told you this shit. I told you. It's hot as hell over there in New York and New Jersey. Hey, Rick Glazier, how you feeling, Ricky? Hey, Rick Glazier, how you feeling? Rick, how's life over there in New Jersey and New York, Rick Glazier? Hey, Bill, you moved to New York, man. How you feeling out there in New York, bro? How's the temperature in New York, bro? How's everybody feeling in the streets of New York now, man? How's everybody feeling? It was over 11 states, which means you niggas was living in different states. Just because you was in different states, they still can't got you. Nah, Rick, no. 2 Cents said Rick been quiet. Hey, I just want to tell y'all was show doing a lot of shit. Hey, Victor Conti. Hey, Victor, how you feeling, Victor? Hey, Victor, how you feeling, bro? You still think I need to go get a job? Got who? Oh, man, they got them all. Man, listen, 2 Cent. This gambling thing where they arrested the guys in the NBA, it is so connected to boxing because they look at this. I'm going to draw something for you, 2 Cent. I'm going to draw this for you so you can see it. Y'all need to know, okay? Okay. Five fams. See this? That's the 5 families. They are in They operate in New York, New Jersey, and Vegas. They work in New York, New Jersey, and Las Vegas. That's where let me tell you where these guys operate. The 5 families, the people that they mentioned are the ones that control organized crime in New York, New Jersey, and Vegas. Now watch this, 2 Cent. They mentioned gambling, extortion, gambling, extortion, and what was the other one? Money laundering. Got this? 5 families. They're in New York, New Jersey, and Vegas. They are responsible for gambling, extortion, and money laundering. Watch this. Boxing. Is in New York, New Jersey, and Vegas. It includes gambling. Extortion. And money laundering. Got it? So not only, see, I want you guys to understand this so you get out the way. Okay? This is me doing you guys a favor. All right? I'm doing you a favor so you guys know what's going on. I'm not involved in this investigation. I'm just going to tell you how it works so all you little niggas can get out the way if you can get out the way. More than likely, you're not going to get out the way. They're going to watch you for 5-6 years, and they're going to be able to pull your fucking collar anytime they want to pull that collar. So basically right now, I'm telling you, if you deal with business with anybody in New York and New Jersey, they're a snitch. Anybody in New York and New Jersey that claims they got any type of ability behind the scenes to get any type of shit done, if they think they're a fixer or anything like that, and they're out of New York and New Jersey, they're under so much heat right now that anybody talking is a snitch. Okay? If you're on the phone with them, that's a snitch you talking to. You know why it's a snitch? Because they're being recorded. And if you don't think they're looking at boxing, you're a fucking idiot. Gambling and boxing. Does anybody remember what happened to Anthony Joshua when Anthony Joshua came to New York City? Let me repeat. I need an answer. Does anybody remember what happened to Anthony Joshua the only time Anthony Joshua fought in New York City? Can somebody tell me what happened to his ass? No, seriously, I know y'all don't want to talk about it. Y'all was calling me crazy. He got his pussy beat up? No. Not just that. What happened with him and his father, Eddie Hearn, in the ring? And what happened to Anthony Joshua when Anthony Joshua was walking from the ring, from his locker room into the ring? Let me be very clear. Does anybody remember what was rumored to have happened to Anthony Joshua when Anthony Joshua fought John Ruiz, fought Andy Ruiz in New York? What happened to him? Seriously, I need anybody to tell me, because I don't want y'all thinking I'm making shit up. What happened to him in New York City? He had a panic attack. Ran out of his locker room, freaking out. Let me tell you, bro, you Negroes that played with Errol Spence, you niggas that played with Deontay Wilder, and the ones that played with AJ, you know they already know you did it, right? There's an epidemic. Exactly. He's walking around with no shoes having a panic attack. Lost his heavyweight title in New York City to a guy he should have beaten easily because he was all fucked up. Same thing that happened to Errol when he fought Terrence. Same thing that happened to Deontay Wilder when he got back in the ring with AJ. He got back in the ring with Tyson Fury. All of a sudden, he's like, I got doped coming in. All y'all joked at him. All of a sudden, so conveniently, The media jumps on. It was his helmet. It was his helmet. He said something about his helmet. And you started ridiculing him and ridiculing him. Oh, he said he was dope. Oh, he's just an excuse maker. That nigga ain't no excuse maker. You guys are some fucking criminals. Okay? Let me tell you, and I've been telling you this shit bold-faced. You niggas are a bunch of fucking petty criminals. Okay? Now you niggas is on the hot wire. And I've been telling you niggas you's on the hot wire. You still gonna act like you ain't on the hot wire because the only thing is making news is basketball. Bro, your basketball is gonna make the news. Y'all bozos will never make the news because you're not an NBA coach. They said they arrested 30 other people. For every one person that they arrest, they probably got 20 people under surveillance. For every one person that they arrested, they probably got 30 people under surveillance that they can snatch at any time. I am so glad. I am so glad this shit is happening. I am so glad this is happening. And you guys can act like you didn't see it. This shit came down from Big U getting arrested. Big U got arrested. I told you when Big U got arrested for putting his hands in the pockets of who? Adrian Broner. Big U, who was connected to Adrian Broner. Now Adrian Broner is conveniently acting crazy. But Adrian Broner is conveniently acting crazy, making a case for his ass to go into a psych ward. I guarantee you, AB's ass is not going to jail. His ass is going to go into a fucking psych ward. I'm telling you, I said that shit. I told you that. Y'all called me crazy, attacked me. You guys attacked me, called me every kind of name under the world. And you know why y'all did it? Because y'all some petty criminals that thought y'all was in with the mob. You niggas is peon ass niggas, little peon ass niggas. That's what I called you. But you thought you was so big because you was in with the mob. Because you can get away with anything. You untouchable. I listened to Stephen A. Smith talk about somebody said, man, he was untouchable. He was a made man. You a made man. That makes you untouchable. Man, we will touch the fuck out of a made man. We will touch the shit out you. What you talking about? You can't get touched if you a made man. These dudes conned your asses. You joined that goddamn organization and you started fucking around in boxing, snatching this money out of people's pockets, being a bunch of little petty fucking criminals. And now you niggas can't do shit because it's all over the world that everybody in New York City and in New Jersey is under surveillance from the FBI. Cash Patel told you. Do you believe Cash Patel? Why I gloat for a little while. Excuse me, while I gloat. You didn't believe me. Are you going to believe Cash Patel? Love Down Gaither said, for 9, you've been telling him since the Callahan thing. Told you. Anybody else, any smart ass got anything to say? Dumbasses. Anybody you got any trolling to do, Bill? Hey, Bill, how you feeling this morning, Bill? What's up, Bill? Hey, what's up, Bill? There's more videos on yeah, he's going, man, let me tell you something. Adrian Broner is acting fucking crazy, so his ass don't go to jail. His ass go to a psych ward for a little bit of while. They put him on some medication, his ass go home. You ain't fooling nobody, AB. Your ass is tied up in that shit. When Big U extorted you for that $1 million and millions of dollars that you cheated them people out of. AB was out there scamming niggas in poker games instead of fighting. He's like, shit, I can make more money gambling than I can fighting, cheating these niggas. Hey, y'all got something else to say to me? Hey, man, how you feeling, Bill? Hey, Bill, you still 50-0 in the streets, nigga? You keep playing around, Bill. I'll put your ass in the jail. Put your ass in jail, Bill. Keep fucking with me, Bill. Keep fucking with me, Bill. Frill Bill Haney, he be bitching it. Nah, seriously, man. I'm gloating today, bro. You niggas called me crazy. I put shit up on my channel, said Rico. I warned you. I did videos warning you about this shit. And this ain't it, bro. We're going to do more. Because guess what? We can get you indicted. We can get you indicted. We can get you indicted. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Keep playing with me, nigga. Keep playing. You think Charleston White will get your ass? Charleston White can't do this. Hey, what did Charleston White. I ain't clairvoyant, nigga. I did it. I ain't clairvoyant. I ain't say shit about clairvoyance. I didn't say shit about clairvoyance. I didn't say a damn thing about clairvoyance. What I said was stop fucking with me is what the fuck I said. What I said was stop fucking with me is what the fuck I said. Stop playing around with me is what the fuck I said. I said that I'm a live wire, bro. I've been under investigation by the feds. I've had them niggas watching me for years. So every time you niggas play with me, boom, you niggas is on candid camera. Hey, yo, Nuke, boxing finna get something serious. So, you know it. Hey, Nuke the Duke said, for speaking things into fruition. You know it. Hey, and everybody give 50. Hey, can everybody give my guy, Phenomenal Noop, a round of applause? Bro, let me tell you, let me go back to this, bro. I need to hear from you niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? I need to hear from you niggas. I need to hear from y'all, bro. I need to know why y'all was calling me crazy when I was saying all the shit that I was saying. But all of a sudden, about 2 months ago, y'all shut up. Hey, man, did anybody notice how all these guys stopped coming around me a couple months ago? Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you've ever noticed that all of a sudden, people started leaving me alone. They don't come by this chat. They not saying nothing to me on Twitter no more. All of a sudden, all these guys are silent as a fucking, they just ain't saying nothing no more. They quiet as a church mouse all of a sudden. For months now, all of a sudden, you guys was talking shit about me. I can say whatever I want on Twitter, no matter how crazy. These niggas will not say a damn thing to me. Hey, 5 families in New York. Hey, big time. Hey, Paulie. What's up, Paulie? How you feeling, Chi-Town? Can I get a little shout out to Barack? Can I get a little shout out? Can I get a little shout out? One, that shit was fun. I'm telling you, bro, these niggas stopped coming around me, bro, because I was telling you the truth. And I was warning you dudes. First of all, don't play with me. Okay? I'm dead serious about that. I'm not saying that to be a jokester. I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm literally telling y'all I'm a live wire like you ain't never seen in your fucking life. Stay the fuck from around me. Okay? I don't say that in a mean way. I don't say that in a gloating way. I'm not even saying it in a way that it's a good thing. Bro, I cannot do a lot of shit in my life because of who I am and what I've done. You niggas played with the wrong nigga, jumped your asses out there, and now all your shit is surveilled, and now everybody knows your fucking business, stupid. That's the reason I never showed my face to begin with. But I told, as soon as you niggas started, how will this impact boxing? Oh, niggas are going to go to jail. And they're not going to be able to scalp tickets anymore. The ticket prices are going to decrease. I'll tell you how it's going to impact boxing. Your ticket prices for fights are going to drop. That's what's going to happen. Your ticket prices are going to drop for boxing matches. The pay for boxers are going to drop because there's not going to be the fluff that there used to be. You're not going to be able to have Rick. Now, this is just what I was told. I don't know if this is true. You're not going to have somebody be able to double, triple dip. Now, notice also that they're trying to tuck boxing into a league. If they tuck boxing into a league, then they're going to get rid of the organized crime element of it, and you guys are going to go have to get jobs. For real, you're going to have to go get jobs. Some of you niggas on YouTube that are making all this money on the side, you're going to have to get a job. Or you're going to have to get better and have people drop you some goddamn super chats or something. Because for real, Chuck E. Cheese, can somebody tell me the last time they saw Chuck E. Cheese in a chat? Put a one. Hey, seriously, I need to know the last time you saw Chuck E. Cheese handing out $500 a day. Hey, can somebody answer this question? There was a guy whose name was Chuck E. Cheese. He used to go around and make $30,000 cash offers. I seen about 3 weeks ago. Yeah. He settled down with all that money he was giving out though, right? Bro, and you niggas call me crazy. Like, bro, if anybody is saying, oh, I'm just giving away $30,000 for you to subscribe to my channel. Money laundering. Money laundering. Money laundering. Money laundering. Money laundering. Money laundering. 5 families, New York, New Jersey, Vegas. Gambling, extortion, money laundering. Boxing, New Jersey, New York, Vegas. Gambling, extortion, money laundering. Money laundering. Money laundering. How much money are you paying these fighters? How much money are you paying these fighters? And how much money are they kicking you back? How much money are you getting for pointing fighters to get paid in cryptocurrency? Dog, the scams are limitless, man. He said 2 cents. Wow, I didn't think about money laundering. Of course. Money laundering, money laundering, money laundering. Illegal money. You pass it through YouTube in a chat. There is no, all you do is you get your money back from YouTube. Get the fuck out of here. Somebody can watch what you could do. You could go get $100,000 in cash from drugs, give it to somebody, they keep it in cash, they super chat you $500. You wind up, the super chat goes through, YouTube takes 30%, you get 70%, you pay taxes, you wind up getting 40%. That's fucking that is a very, very clear, obvious money laundering scheme. It is so obvious. You know why? Because I'm a thief. He was giving a dude $1,500 a day, damn near. That's $1,500 a day passing through a YouTube channel from one guy. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. And y'all niggas want to call me a snitch? No. Look, 2 cents. Watch this shit. This is how money laundering works, okay? You know you're not going to be able to get all your dirty cash into your pocket. A lot of that money is going to go away. So say you have $1 million in dirty cash. $1 million in dirty cash. You pass your $1 million through a machine and it comes back clean. But you're going to get a lot of the dirt off of it. How are you going to get a lot of the dirt off of it? Because it's going to be in cash. You're going to have a business that you can withdraw money and checks from that business. But the money is going to go into the business dirty, and it's not your business, it's somebody else's business. Trust me, we own half of the fucking city of Chicago on the same goddamn scheme. Fuck out of here. I got family members. I know these niggas don't own those haircuts. Look, let me tell you something, man. If you go through the hood and you see the owner of these establishments, 99% of the time, the people that they say own those businesses do not really own those businesses. You know what I'm saying? Landscape around boxing may change really soon. Look, man, really? I don't know if you're ever going to see anything bubble in boxing, but I'm talking about YouTube better change quick. Because you guys are telling on yourselves every day. Like, really, you're telling on yourself every day, bro. You want to know why your views are funny? Because the FBI is scamming your channel, bro. Bro, you want to know why your views jump up all of a sudden or go down and do all these kind of moves and shit don't make sense? Anytime your numbers don't make sense and they get crazy, bro, you better think somebody's trying to put something on you, dog. That's why I'm saying, bro, even if you get a video and there's like all of a sudden there's like a bunch of fucking views on that shit, all of a sudden you don't know where it comes from, bro, that's going to be a check that you get from YouTube. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to wind up coming up to you and asking you about these fucking donations, asking you about these peaks, asking you about these valleys. They're going to go through all of that shit with you guys, man. Man, stop. You guys got to understand, man, I am always surrounded by a bunch of thieves because thieves are always trying to steal. Why would you do it so openly on the internet where it can be tracked? 1,500 a day is crazy because you think you're untouchable. Because you think you're untouchable. Because you're at a level of that organization that they're going to say, oh, this guy's an informant. Like, for example, a guy that could do that, and I'm not saying he is or isn't, could be a federal informant. And he could be like, yeah, well, this is what we're going to do. Let him keep doing that with you. Look, let me tell you something. If somebody lets you commit a crime with them, you got to be worried about whether or not the guy that's doing it is a Fed. You know what I mean? The guy that's offering you the money could be a Fed. The guy taking the money could be a Fed. You know what I mean? It's just silly. But watch. This explains the Gervonta Davis orchestrated attempt to tear him down. It explains why people can be on the YouTube 24 hours a day tracking and dogging out Gervonta Davis, dogging out Jerron Ennis, because these dudes are connected. I'm telling you, I've always said it's New York, New Jersey. I've been saying that. Even when these dudes was throwing this shit out there about Chicago pizza and how New York pizza is better than Chicago pizza. Even then, I knew that these dudes were throwing some gang signs at me. It's like, bro, you're talking about the New York Mafia, bro. You're basically saying that the New York Mafia is stronger than the Chicago Mafia. No, that's what you say because pizza is Italian. We have better Italians in New York than we have in Chicago. Dude, even when they were saying that, I was like, man, you don't think I see that? First of all, Chicago don't give a shit about New York. You know what I mean? And second of all, bro, I ain't know what. Anyway, I'm tired of these trash ass New York pizza this week. I tried this. I'm tired of this trash ass New York pizza this week. I mean, it's like, dude, that's what they meant by that shit, though. They out there talking them signals that them mafia niggas be trying. Hey, did you know how New York niggas all of a sudden started doing shit like this? Like all of a sudden they started doing this. All of a sudden they out here doing this. They out there taking pictures like this. That's because these dudes think they're connected to the Illuminati and they think they're behind the scenes and the Eye of Ra and all that bullshit they got over there, man, with the black folk in the black neighborhoods that are connected to the Italians over there, man. He said New York pizza is not like that, in my opinion. Seriously, man. If you go to New York and you go to just a regular pizza spot that you pick up, man, first of all, dude, pizza is pizza. Let's not act like pizza is you can have some trash ass pizza and then you can have some good pizza. You know what I mean? New York got good pizza. Fanon, it's funny. I remember those conversations you had like it was yesterday, but it was going on a couple years ago. Yeah. I'm telling you, these dudes have been attacking me, bro. Dude, these same goofball ass niggas would go out of their way to attack me, put videos out. Man, that's them niggas over there in New York, bro. I've always said that. Rick Glazier, Bill Haney, Victor Conti, them niggas up in New York City, bro. New Jersey, Blue Blood, fucking Claymore Rain, Ray Davis, all them clowns, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. Pizza is pizza. My pops is from Jamaica, Queens, and I still have family up there. Yeah. Like pizza's pizza, bro. Pizza's pizza. It gets the job done. It's going to taste good. But that's about it. I don't like, but saying that, oh, that's Chicago pizza. But they weren't talking about pizza, Noop. They weren't talking about pizza, Noop. They think they living in a Mario Puzo movie in New York. Seriously, they think they living in a Mario Puzo novel out there or something, bro. I will fucking roll your ass, bro. And I'm not going to roll you in no gang shit, nigga. I'm going to have, like I said, nigga, you're going to get arrested. I've been told him, Noop. In Chicago, we only have Eat Tavern, Thin Crust. I haven't had Deep Dish in like 9 years. Yeah, it's like you got to go to specific spots like that. You know, you be putting them pieces together like a champ. Look, man, bro, Noop, I am a very, very smart guy. Okay? I can get you swatted, bro. Okay? It ain't shit to get you squatted, bro. It ain't shit to get you swatted, bro. So, like I said, bro, you can get Bentley to leave me alone. But I like how y'all got quiet. Because seriously, bro, they switched over to KO. He said, trust me, I know. I'm telling you, it ain't nothing to get your ass balled up. What I told him, Noop. What I tell him, Noop? I said, you play around with me, nigga, you're going to have black Suburbans around your fucking house. That's what I told him. I said, you keep playing. You're going to have a helicopter above your fucking house, and you're going to have black Suburbans pulling up. And they're going to be black Suburbans on your ass. I told you. Thank you. And you know why? Because I figured out how to send them to you. Fuck up out of here. I know how to get that done, bro. You know, hey, you know how to change a fucking light bulb. I know how to get your ass swatted, nigga. You know what I mean? And legitimately, bro. Not fake. Not calling you up and being like, oh, this guy said something and lying. I don't mean that. I mean, literally, I will get your black ass surveilled for 5 fucking years. Your ass will wind up being guilty of a bunch of shit. And when my people want to pop on you, you're going to get popped. Yeah, sure. I got you. Oh, sure. Hey, Aritas Voss said, oh, yeah, sure. Watch this. Can somebody put in a 1 in the chat if they ever heard me say this before? Put in just so that Orita Voss and these lying ass niggas that know I'm telling the truth can't lie. Tell anybody in the chat, put a 1 in the chat that heard me say the same thing and I said it and it came true. You can't say shit to me if what I say comes true. And there's people that are going to press 1 that heard me say every bit of what took place, was going to take place, did take place. So you can keep acting like I don't know what I'm talking about if you want. You can keep trying to play tough guy if you want. You can go listen to them other niggas if you want. You can go jump on that plane. You can go sit down at that dinner table. You can get wined and dined by these niggas if you want. I don't wine and dine people, brother. I don't wine and dine. I'm not going to wine and dine you because I don't need you. They're going to wine and dine you because they need you. They trying to con you. The people I'm fucking with don't need you, don't want you. Let me repeat. The people I fuck with don't need you, don't want you. And the only thing you are to them is a minor inconvenience. And you better keep your hands out their pockets. I already told you. You guys are playing with these boxing matches. You're playing with specific people's money. And you guys are stealing from people that you don't know you're stealing from. Turkey Al-Sheikh is playing games with people way above Turkey Al-Sheikh's pay grade. They will clean everybody out that does business with him. Everybody. He can sit over there in Saudi Arabia and do what he wants. He come over here, bro. Trust me, there are people that will erase everybody. And they don't got to hurt you. They ain't got to do nothing. They'll just put you in jail. They will just put your ass in jail behind bars. Because once again, they already know what you're doing. They already know what you're doing. They already know how to entrap you. They will entrap you themselves. Absolutely, they will entrap you themselves. And a lot of y'all got entrapped. But guess what? If the government doesn't entrap you, it's not a big deal. If a private citizen entraps you, that's no big deal. I can entrap you all I want. Why? Because I'm a private citizen. As long as I don't break the law, I'm not connected to it, and they can't prove that I got your ass busted, I can set your ass up all day. It's a public service. I don't have anything to do with it. No, I'm telling you, this guy tried to sell me drugs. Watch. Your ass is stuck. And guess what the attorney's going to do? The attorney's going to thank me because I'm going to get the attorney a raise. Dog, don't you know we can get people put as U.S. attorney generals? Bro, if you have the power to get a mayor named, you have the power to get a prosecutor named. If you have the power to get the head prosecutor named, you have the power to get a police chief named. If you have the power to get a police chief named, a sheriff named, then they are going to be very careful about what they do around you. Thank you very much. That's called power, not money. And I gave you guys the lecture, and I'm still going to do it. There's a difference between power, money, and fame. Turkey al-Sheikh has a lot of money, but in the United States, he has to rely on other people's power. Boxers have a lot of money, and they have a lot of fame, but they don't have any power. You can bend them over and fold them anytime you want. So, I mean, seriously, athletes have a lot of money. They don't have any, they have money, they have fame, but they don't really have any power. You know why? Because they're public figures. Once you're a public figure, somebody can sling mud on you and do all kind of shit to you, which is why most powerful people are completely unknown. Completely unknown. Why? So that they can maintain their power for long periods of time. They don't have to worry about it, because guess what? Donald Trump's power is significantly minimized as soon as he gets out of office. The workers, the people that are employed in the government, their power lasts a long time. That's why Donald Trump was so consistent about firing you government workers. It isn't to save money on the budget. It's to get the stoppers out of the way, because people think that they can prevent Trump from implementing his policy by the lifelong employees that are there, right? But who are the people that place those employees in there, right? And guess what we can also do? We can also investigate public employees. Very, very easy. If you are a government employee, and I know some of you are government employees, trust me, bro, we will make sure you never get your pension. Anyway, what made you can break you. Exactly, bro. But anyway, no worries. Feds are coming for the NBA and NFL just to keep us distracted from the Epstein files. That list got a lot of powerful people. Honestly, no, I think that Stephen A. Smith was probably right. Let's talk about Bill getting Adrian to switch up on Gervonta. No, I will not talk about that shit. Hey, he said, let me not bad about you for 9. I want my pension. No, I'm trying to tell you, bro. There's a look, bro. Y'all ever listen to Nipsey Hussle? Nipsey Hussle said, them boys, they gonna fill your ass out. They say they gonna take your house. They fill out those papers. They gonna fill you out. Let's repeat that one. Nuke, your family, the Greeks, Merchant Marines, stopped buying up that Russia oil, and now Russia's on the verge of losing the war and going under. If I don't know if you saw that. I see it. Absolutely, I see it. I see how the whole thing is playing out. Absolutely. They pressure him. Yeah, you better get a Greeks their money. But you know, they got two sides to that. I fucks with him though. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Putin. He says they stopped buying, your family, the Greeks, the Merchant Marines, stopped buying that Russian oil, and now Russia on the verge of losing that war and going under. I don't know if you saw it. No, I didn't hear that. I seen a video about it. They mentioned the Greeks specifically. Hey, man, honestly, man, let me tell you something, man. I know that Putin is going to be good because, dude, Putin's a good dude, man. I mean, I think Putin's a really good dude. I fuck with Putin heavy. You know, I just think there's a lot of shit going on there that I don't understand, so I'm just going to keep watching it. A distraction from Epstein, who shot Charlie. That shit didn't even happen like that, bro. Do you know, guess what, man? I talked to somebody that saw Donald. Hey, man. Oh, I got a $50 holler in this motherfucker, man. Thank you so much for the whole damn thing, bro. Where's my phone? Let me check this cash app. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just like confused about that shit, honestly. You know, Russia, on the other hand, I see what Russia's doing with and China's doing with Africa, though. So, hey, man, it's going to hit him in the pocketbook, but they got money. They'll be fine. Hey, man, hey, Phenomenal Noob, shoot me that so I can see it. I've always liked Putin, man. I mean, you know, because I'm not the biggest. I love America. I hate Americans' foreign policy. I love America. Like, I love the country of the United States of America. Like, I love all of that, but I hate their foreign policy, bro. I hate those foreign policies. Hate them. Hate them. Hate them. Hate it. Oh, hey, Phenomenal Noob. You see my videos got those. Hey, Noob, do you see how my videos have a B-roll on them now? We are getting ready. We're doing that because I've given basically all my editing over to my son. So he's getting used to it, and he's got a bunch of ideas for the MH Blackwell channel. So we're going to be going on those. We're going to be going on there pretty soon, man. He said, you know, I'm big on geopolitics. Yeah, like, I don't really get it. All I know is I fuck with Putin. Man, I'm telling you, bro, I'm a big fan of him, man. I've been out of the loop on YouTube because of work. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Didn't Putin release the images of Jesus and Mary from the church? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, he did. Absolutely, he did. Absolutely did. Look, man, Russia is always the bad guy for the United States, no matter what we do. And he didn't kowtow to Trump, so Trump is trying to flex. Yeah, absolutely. The Greeks, them cats can cut their money off and stop buying their oil. I'm a big fan, but here's the thing: just like the Greeks can cut off buying oil from Russians, I can't wait till the United States cuts off buying oil from Saudi Arabia. No joke, bro. Like, I wish that shit in Venezuela would get handled. Like, the only real interest that I have in politics, like geopolitics right now, honestly, I got two interests in. The nationalization of the nationalization of African resources. That's number one for me. I think that people should get up out of Africa, except if they're allowing and assisting Africans with producing their own and taking advantage of their own natural resources. Okay? Because they deserve that. They went through enough shit. They deserve that shit. I love that Russia and China is doing business with Burkina Faso. That they're trying to do business in that area. I like that. You know, they've been there for years. Yeah, I really do like that. And China building the infrastructure, because look, those guys are trying to build stuff in Africa from what I can see, but they're not doing any of the social engineering that the United States wants to do. The problem with the United States is everywhere we fucking go, we want to do social engineering. You want to turn everything into a democracy. That's social engineering. Trying to go somewhere and say, we're only okay with it if it's a democratic organization. Man, that's some shit we shouldn't be into. If what winds up being over there is a monarchy, then it's a monarchy. If somebody's because fucking Saudi Arabia is not a democracy and we do business with them, but you got a problem with African nations if they're not a democracy? No, you got a problem with them if they got too many resources. And every kind of issue that they have with Africa is really about exploiting their resources. So I just don't have any patience for American foreign policy. But I love the United States of America and wouldn't want to live anywhere else. And the way that the media represents everything and the way that you're forced to think about these things, it's very hard to come. It takes a lot of time to come to that conclusion for me, because I'm a patriotic American. But at the same time, I know full well we're full of shit in Africa, for sure, because we're full of shit to Africans in the United States. But that doesn't mean I don't love the United States and I'm not incredibly loyal to it, which is why I want Turki al-Sheikh to leave. I'm not lying. I want Turki al-Sheikh to leave. And he said his brand is worth they said the Riyadh brand is worth $30 billion. Great. Give them the money and get the fuck out. If you put a price tag on your brand, Turki al-Sheikh, we'll pay it, get the fuck out. That's what I want to manifest. You know how they say you can manifest the things that you want if you speak it into existence? Let me speak this into existence so that hopefully it will happen. Turki al-Sheikh says that the Riyadh season brand is worth $33 billion. Great. Here's $50 billion. Go to fuck back to Saudi Arabia and leave us alone. That's what's going to happen. He's going to leave. Yeah, exactly. That's what they say. They say the brand is worth $30 million. Great. The brand is worth $30 million. Here's 50. Go away. That's what I would speak into existence if I was the Pharaoh of the world. I'll speak in my Pharaoh of the world voice if I was ever so blessed to be that. Here's your $50 billion on your 30. Get out and leave me alone. Okay? And don't ask me shit else. And don't ask for shit else, Turkey. Get out. Okay? Before I start putting you niggas in jail. I love it, bro. Seriously, man, it doesn't help my delusion, but it definitely helps my mood. It doesn't help my delusion that you niggas are in trouble. Okay? How many more Ricos need to pop up? Hey, where you at, Demetrius Andrade? Are you still laughing, Demetrius Andrade? Let me tell you a story about Demetrius Andrade, who is from that damn area. Demetrius Andrade sent me a note laughing at me when I said that there was going to be a Rico. Laughing at me about that shit. Had enough nerve to send me a note himself just to ask me so he could laugh. You still laughing? Hey, Demetrius Andrade, you still laughing? You still laughing? I know you're not going to believe me until somebody in boxing goes to jail. As if any of you Negroes are famous enough for Cash Patel to do a press conference on. You Negroes are going to go to jail without anybody but your family knowing. And guess what? You're going to get investigated, and you're not going to be able to say a word about the investigation, because if you say a word about the investigation, it's going to be obstruction of justice, and you're going to go to jail. So even if you want to snitch and let your best friend know that he's under investigation, you can't, because it's a federal crime. So that's why you niggas don't know anything, and none of your inside contacts can tell you anything. That's why they said there ain't no investigation. There ain't nothing going on. I asked my inside contacts. Your inside contacts cannot tell you about an ongoing federal investigation because that is a federal crime. Dummy. Your inside sources can't tell you anything. It's way more. You think that just these dummies think a non-compete can keep you quiet, but a threat of obstruction of justice will not. Let's not even talk about what perjury and false testimony will get you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is Friday. Just got paid. Hopefully the feds will shut down Biden's shot. Sorry. Kamal Oz 99, bro. Why you on a different page, bro? I got to get rid of you, bro. You're not Kamal Oz, bro. You got to hit Kamal with a real Kamal, bro. Kamal got a link, man. Kamal got a... I was like, seriously, though. No, let me tell you what I don't think is going to happen. I don't think that any of the things that these people set up to entrap people, I don't think any of that's going to go away. They're going to keep their entrapment things in place. I'm telling you, bro, Bud Crawford is going to be nervous until he's 50 or 60 years old. Bud Crawford, you better be nervous till you're like 50 or 60. I say you need to be nervous till you're like 60. Yeah, go ahead and block Kamal Oz then. That's not Kamal. Nah, that's not Kamal, man. Go ahead and block that dude, please. Don't come over here acting like you're Kamal trying to set no shit up, bro. You're banned. You can't use Kamal Oz's name nor 99, dude. Okay? 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 Half of these rappers are feds, bro. You know why these rappers are on? Watch this shit. All these rappers are on TV snitching on themselves. They're snitching on themselves. No, these rappers are snitching on other people is what they're doing. They're snitching on other people to Vlad without having to go into the FBI's office. I don't know what happened to King, man. King got thrown off because King got dog bad. I showed King's face. King got mad because I did this. King got mad because I did this. Hold on one second. Man, I'm having so much fun, bro. Hold on one second. This thing. Where'd I do it? Ah, man, I lost it. I don't think it's. I lost it. Where is swoosh? Where is swoop bang in this bitch? I feel good, bro, because guess what? Ain't nobody filing no federal charges on me. Don't it feel good, bro, to know Ben said Vlad was the feds. Look, let me tell you how they're going to get you. They ask you questions. They pay you money. Watch this shit. They pay money to entertainers to go on shows and give them a lot of background information on things that took place. While they're giving you all this background information, the police have the extra information, and that allows them to put all the pictures together. How many times have you shot your gun, bro? And their views are bought. Watch, this is how they fake, man. Look, dude, y'all better be careful with this phony baloney shit, bro. Let me tell you, watch this shit. Watch how phony baloney shit can work. Watch this shit. Watch how phony baloney shit can work. I'm an FBI agent, okay? And I want to go undercover. So I get a YouTube channel. I buy 300,000 viewers. I buy 30,000, 35,000 views a day. And I start going to boxing gyms, interviewing people, putting mics in their face, cameras in their face. Cameras in their face. We're cool. You know what I mean? I start visiting you at your house. We go to dinner. You know what I mean? I got all kind of information for you. You need some help. I'm able to get you some help that you need. Donnie Brasco, dummies. Man, you don't even, man, these YouTube niggas be setting niggas up, bro. I'm going to tell you who I know. I know one of these niggas is a cop. I know one of them is a cop. You know who one of the main cops is? One of the main cops is a nigga that called me a cop. Hey, one of the main cops is a guy that called me a cop. Because his ass knew I wasn't a cop, but his ass is a cop. Cop like a motherfucker, bro. Jew cop. A black Jewish cop. No, seriously, man. Black Jewish cop. Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith said everybody in sports is on notice except the ones who are in bed with Trump. Yeah, he's right. But no, not just in bed with Trump. No, because Trump don't run shit, bro. Dog, don't you notice that Trump is following a script? No, they're not flopping, dummy. They're not. It's not flopping. It's not flopping. That place is going to be full, and the tickets are going to sell out. They're all going to be there. You know why? Because people are going to wait. People are going to wait until the time of the fight, and they're going to start buying the tickets. The fight is not for another month. People usually don't buy their tickets to at least the tickets start dropping. Once they start seeing the tickets drop, they're going to buy them up. Right now, they're listed at $9,000 for ringside seats. So they're going to wait till those $9,000 tickets go down to $3,000, go down to something like that. The president don't run shit. Trump don't have the power the people behind him do. He's an actor, bro. He's a paid actor. Let me repeat. Donald Trump is a paid actor. He gets about $400,000 a year to play president. Not trying to hear that shit, bro. Let me tell you something. If you saw the way all right, I'm going to say this, and I know you niggas are not going to believe it, but I don't care if you believe it. It's the truth. I knew something was up when Joe Biden had to send his security guard over to me because he was scared of me. Joe Biden, no joke, Joe Biden was afraid of me. I was like, what is he afraid of me for? It took me a couple years to figure out why he was afraid of me, but he was literally afraid of me. He was afraid of me. How come? You figure it out. But I'll tell you this. I am the only person that you know that has shook hands with Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama. My boss used to work for Bill Cheney. Man, look, bro. Like I said, bro, don't play with me, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Yeah, dog, the nigga was nervous. Dude, Barack, I was in a room, bro. Barack Obama walked halfway across the room to come meet me. All I'm telling you, bro, is look, man. My mentor is up there. Where's that? Hey, so Eddie in America to run the same scam? Yep. And now he can't do it. So Boots is going to be finding another promoter soon. Because now Eddie Hearn is not going to be able to afford to put those fights on. Eddie Hearn is not going to be able to afford to put the fights on. I saw Charles Edward Keys give KO a couple 2,000 as well last week. Hunter, oh, that's what's up. I haven't been listening to Blue or Biz. Gave him a couple $100 super chats. Thanks for letting me know, bro. Appreciate you that. No, I have never seen that. Look, bro, I don't believe dude because he's never showed his face on my channel, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit. And I'm also going to tell you, bro, if somebody starts giving you money, bro, they just spreading some dirt on you, bro. I don't doubt that somebody would put some crack in KO's car. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm sure under another name he put some crack in mine. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, anybody giving out $1,500 a day on a boxing channel, bro, they're not good news, bro. I'm sorry, bro. There's no scenario in life that if you meet somebody that's giving away $1,500 a day for no good reason, no, he's giving it away for a reason. I've never met the dude, but his name is Chuck E. Cheese. Okay? So if somebody comes by and gives you money, that doesn't mean you work for that person. That means that man is spreading that money around so he can say, oh, I don't just give it to him. I give it to other people. See, I'm a normal guy. No, man, Bill Haney gave me $5 before. That don't fucking mean that he supports me. But now, dude, I don't believe that nigga. And I'm going to tell you straight up. I know that's what you call an op. But anyway, hey, Chucky, give me $500. I'll give it back to you. Here, watch this. Chuck E. Cheese, because since you're everywhere and you're a legitimate, real person and not somebody pulling scams, give me $500, nigga, and give me your Cash App. I'll send it right back to you. Give me $500. You can give $500 super chat. Give me $500. I'll pay the 30% and give you $500 right back. Somebody said the stream froze. Nah, it's not frozen. I don't know what happened with that. It froze earlier on. It's not frozen now. Anyway, man, I think it's fun, bro. New York, big city of dreams. All I'm trying to tell you, bro, is you niggas is acting real funny. Say that's what them AI tech bros be doing, passing money around. Like, man, look, bro, you guys are scamming, bro. You're just scam artists, man. You know what I mean? Like all these scam artists trying to act like they're upstanding men. You're a scam artist. Bro, the whole stock, man, all of New York is fucking scam artists, bro. The fucking stock market is a scam. Bro, let me tell you something, man. There's a certain dude that I have already told you is my kin. I don't give a shit whether you believe it or not. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? You niggas can say, Martin said he's related to this guy. Martin said he's I don't care if you fucking believe it or not. Okay? However, I will tell you one of the reasons why I was supportive of this guy, at least when I listened to him speak, right? Now, there's a difference, I will admit, between what people say and what people do. Somebody can say something that makes a lot of sense, something that you're like, wow, I really get that. But then you got to judge what manifests as a result of what they say. When this man called them, people cry about hanging a stock market bandit. He called stock market speculators bandits. He called people that speculate and gamble RBZ, get the fuck out of here. Yes, she is. Haley Berry That's what you went to Google. You're wrong. You went to Google and you're wrong. She is the granddaughter of Chuck Berry, bro. It doesn't matter if the internet says it or not, if she ever promoted it or not. She is the granddaughter of Chuck Berry. Black daddy named Berry. And guess what? And if I was wrong, so the fuck what? And if I was wrong, so the fuck what? You think I just made the shit up to make it up? Anyway, man, let me go ahead and ban you, bro, because you don't belong here. RBZ. And by the way, RBZ, you're a coward. RBZ. You're a coward. RBZ. If your little petty ass, look at this little petty shit. You said Haley Berry was related to Chuck Berry. She's not. Bro, let me tell you something. You don't know who everybody's kids are. Bro, it was said that was her grandfather. And who knows why they don't put that shit on. You believe everything you get on fucking, let me see, who's my father? Nigga, you made it. Dude, for all you know, your father ain't your father. Fuck out of here. He said he mad because Dean cooked his ass last week. I know he mad. You said Haley Berry was Chuck Berry's daughter. He's not. He's not. You were wrong about something. You might have been right about all these RICO charges. You might have been right about the mob's influence in New Jersey and New York. You might have been right about the mob's influence in New York and New Jersey, you little fucking petty ass punks. And how these niggas can't do shit to me. And how I'll walk in you niggas' faces and you ain't doing nothing because you niggas ain't real. You niggas is hand-me-down ass niggas. Hey, bro, can I do something for a second, man? Imagine that this is a thought experiment. Put a 1 in the chat if you will let me do a thought experiment with you. Is it okay if I do a thought experiment with you? He stood on that comment out of all the shit you say. Hand me down ass niggas. Seriously, bro, can you put a 1 in the chat? And I'm stealing my 1 back from the nigga that stole my 1 in the chat. Man, I used to say 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Then this goofy impersonator came around and started saying, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Just like them niggas do, thieving ass, non-creative ass, bum ass niggas. All right, thought experiment. I want you to put yourself in this position. There is the king of the mafia. Okay? The king of the mafia. And you are the son of the king of the mafia. The number one dude, bro. Not any families. Literally the number one dude in the organization. You are that guy's son, right? Are you there with me? Give yourself a name, give your father and your mother a name, but assume that you are the number one, your father's the number one guy. Okay? Then imagine that in New York City, there's 5 families, and any one of those family members, you literally could smack them in their fucking face and they wouldn't say shit to you. Like literally. Give yourself, it's a thought experiment. Say that you knew you could walk right up to any one of them and slap them in a fucking mouth, and nobody was going to do anything because they know an all-out war is going to break out if they breathe on you wrong. That's the person you are, okay? You can go to LA, you can go to New York, you can go to Chicago, you can go wherever you want. And they know damn well if they breathe on you wrong, that's that ass, right? Now imagine those five families all have like 6 to 7 layers between the guy that runs the family and the people that you see walking around doing shit. So let's use New York City, for example. You have Rick Glazer, who's in the press, and just say Rick Glazer is very low-level mafia. Like there's the guy that runs the New York mafia, then there's the guy that runs the different families, then there's like the 2nd level, 3rd level, 4th level guy, then you get to Rick Glazer. Okay? Are you there? You see what I'm saying? Now you have to get threatened by Rick Glazer. Rick Glazer doesn't know who you are. Rick Glazer's never heard your name before, but you're at a party with Rick Glazer. And then all of a sudden, Rick Glazer and all Rick Glazer's buddies who don't know who you are, all of Rick Glazer's friends and the people that work for Rick Glazer, all their underlings have no idea who you are, but they start talking loose as fuck about you all the time. Now, when they find out who you actually are, and the people around you find out what they actually did, what do you think is going to happen to them? Seriously, you go to play pool with somebody, you go play pool with them, they steal from you at the pool hall. You're hanging out with them, right? This is who you are. You're hanging out with them. They steal money from you out your wallet. You meet a girl, they set you up with the girl, and then the girl tries to frame you for something, right? And then she tries to extort you for money because she just thinks you're some rich college student. Are you there yet? Does this thought experiment make sense to you? Now, let's imagine that your father dies. Just imagine that. Just imagine that your father dies. And now these people who stole that money from you, who tried to hurt you, who didn't know who you were, but tried to play you like a mark, what do you think is going to happen to them when you take over? What do you think is going to happen when you take over? What do you think when they find out that their little 5 niggas worked for your dad? That their whole organization fell underneath your daddy? What would you feel like when your daddy gets sick and all of a sudden your dad doesn't run the stuff anymore and you run it? I just thought you guys might want to run through that thought experiment. Because you know why? That's a very real thing that happens. You don't know who you fucked with. and you fucked with the wrong guy. And after you fucked with the wrong guy, they came to get you. And they came to get every single solitary one of you. And they didn't care how famous you were. They didn't care how protected you were. They didn't care if you could fight. They didn't care if you had money. They didn't care if you were in Saudi Arabia. They don't care if you're in the UK. They don't care if you're in Venezuela. They don't care where you are. They don't care because they're already there. You just fucked around with the wrong people. And you know what they say in this fantasy world called this thought experiment? Sometimes you fuck around and you find out. He said, you're right. And in the old days, they would give you a pass if you didn't know who you did wrong. But the person that you did wrong is not going to forgive you. So, man, you should just maybe, leave niggas alone. Stop trying to prove that you're better than people. Stop breaking the law. Stop looking for licks. You know what I mean? Stop looking for licks. Let me tell you the story. Anybody ever heard of King Von? I need for you guys to listen to me. Has anybody ever heard of a guy named King Von? King Von. Put a 1 in the chat if you put the name King Von. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever heard of King Von. Yeah, the rapper from Parkway Gardens. I believe he's from Parkway Gardens, which they call O Block now. I think it's Parkway Gardens, if I got the name wrong, but it's a project called, he told a story, bro. No, he's a peon. No, let me tell you what he is. He's not a black demon. He's not an O Block demon. What he is a peon that can get taken out any single solitary time somebody in Chicago wants him dead, he'll be gone. That's what King Von is. King Von is an ultimate peon. Like I said, he had fame. He had money, but he had no power. He was a hitman. He's not a serial. If you call serial killers hitmen, he was a hitman. He pushed buttons. There's a bunch of people that push buttons. All he did was push buttons. However, I will tell you something. In a song, he told a story. Listen to me very, very carefully. Fanon is dead now? What are you talking about? Who's dead? Fanon is dead with what? How is Fanon dead? Bro, ain't nobody touching me. Get the man seriously. Ain't nobody breathing on me, bro. Anyway, like I said, let me tell you a real Chicago story. That rap that he gave where he was telling that story about a girl from Kankakee, the girl from Kankakee that was, he said that there was a dude in a Porsche, wife must be a whore, talked about how he crept up on this dude and he was following this dude driving around Chicago in a Porsche. And he was basically spotting up this dude to try to rob this dude. But what happened? Oh, you meant King Von. Okay, that's phenomenal. King Von dead. Thank you. Thank you, bro. He's dead. That's cool. I know you good people. I know you didn't mean me. Man, leave that guy alone. Men, leave that guy alone. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. This is nothing. Anyway, look, I'm going to tell you the truth. When he did that song, when he was talking about how he followed this guy and they were going to rob him. Now, by the way, King Von probably didn't do this himself. It was probably a story somebody else. Yeah, crazy story. He was talking about a guy driving around a Porsche. And I ain't from 63rd. I ain't from 63rd. Bro, my brother lives right off 63rd, bro. My brother lived in a little mini mansion right off of 63rd. And the story he told, I was like, okay. When he said that story, I was like, this nigga's going to die. I was like, this nigga's going to die when he told the story. Because, bro, you're leaving Parkway Gardens, driving down to 63rd, and there's a guy in a Porsche, and you're following him around, and you're about to rob him. But watch what happened in the crazy story. He said that when he tried to do it, he didn't know guys were watching him. He didn't know that when this guy in the Porsche pulled over, that there were guys watching him. I was like, bro, That's exactly what will happen if you try to roll on my brother. If my brother's driving around in a Porsche in Chicago, I promise you, if you try to rob that nigga, trust me, niggas are gonna get you way before you get him. So I was like, and you can look up my brother, bro. You think my brother, as much money as my brother got, that he can drive around Chicago and people ain't never tried to rob him? Please. This dude lived right off 63rd, bro. Once that dude did that story, I don't know who he wrote that story about, but I knew then he wasn't going to live long. I'm like, bro, you're trying to tell me you're following people around, and the guy that you followed, all of a sudden cats came out and started chasing you with guns? I was like, okay, bro, you're not going to live long because they're going to find out who you are, bro, because you went after the wrong guy. You can't pull off into those neighborhoods off 63rd with them mansions off 63rd, follow somebody up into their fucking yard and not know that you being watched. No, that's a petty little hitter that somebody tried to set on somebody, man. You know, that's real shit, bro. My peoples live off South Michigan. Yeah, man, I lived on the Gold Coast, bro. Man, I used to drive Vipers. I would be driving Vipers, Porsches, Benzes, BMWs, all through the South Side. Man, please, bro. These niggas they're not coming up to my car. They're not carjacking me. They're not doing nothing. In Chicago, I could drive wherever I want in any car I wanted to. Ain't nobody going to be stupid enough to try to get in the car and come get something. Because they know if they do, what's coming back at them. Okay, I got a pass. Yeah, Gold Coast is downtown Chicago. Gold Coast is like Michigan Avenue. It's the high rises on Michigan Avenue, the Gold Coast. I lived on the Gold Coast. Yeah, man, you don't think we know these guys are following us around, bro? My brother is pushing a fucking Ferrari, like a goddamn convertible Ferrari, through the fucking hood. Like, come on, man. It was about another rap, bro. You got no. These, I'm trying to tell you, bro, these guys be telling stories, bro. Some of these stories are not what you think they are. Kind of like The Wire. You know that those people in The Wire are real, but they're not real in the way that you think they're real. Like, take Baltimore, for example. Bro, I don't care where you are in Baltimore, bro. Something is wrong if somebody can pull up on Calvin Ford. If Calvin Ford is going around, driving around Baltimore, and he ain't got nobody around him watching somebody running up on him, bro, come on, man. That's him not being very smart, bro, because that means he's vulnerable wherever he goes. No, dude, Calvin Ford is not vulnerable anywhere he goes. He's only going to be vulnerable if he goes to Vegas, right? He's not going to be vulnerable in Baltimore. But before I get off here, I'm going to tell you straight to your face. Oh, I saw that shit. I did a video on it. I'm trying not to do that. You say, yeah, I know the Wire gangsters are real. Look, man, I'm telling you something, man. We were the biggest black-owned business in Chicago, bro. Okay, trust me, bro. Ain't nobody in Chicago don't know us. And on the real, them New York niggas, please. But I'm glad you niggas is going to jail. I'm glad they're breaking up your organization, bro. They said Avon Barksdale was based off the Deacon who was in The Wire. The Deacon, I'm not sure who the Deacon was. Oh, you're talking about the guy. Calvin Ford was the guy. I don't know. I don't remember The Wire as well anymore. I watched it a few years ago. But anyway, man, like I said, bro, you New Jersey niggas and New York niggas, I'm gonna go on this for a little while. You New Jersey and New York niggas, stop bothering me. You little petty Annie ass niggas better stop playing with people. Hey, dog, nigga. Hey, bro. I literally, bro, have never had anybody that is in their life, bro, really. This is why I got to go to a hospital, bro, because I was like, man, dude, seriously, man, if you had any idea the number of people that have passed away fucking around with me, that the number is well beyond coincidence, bro. So, look, man, I will tell y'all right now, dog, I'm a hot wire. I'm going to continue. I'm not going to speak on this shit I'm not even going to speak on this shit anymore if I can avoid it. But I'm telling you, all you little niggas that be trolling me, all you little niggas that be putting out videos on me, hating on videos on me, bro, I would suggest you niggas calm the fuck down, bro. Because, dude, somebody's going to do something. And it may not even be something physical, bro. It could just be like you lose your fucking job or something. Okay? Some shit goes wrong. We need to start treating people well, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm telling you, bro, ask anybody that knows me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, say us Midwest niggas are different. I'm telling you, bro. Like, for real, like, please. Like, do you understand what niggas' families will do to you, bro? People's family don't like you playing with them, dog. But look, let me get out of here, man. I hope you niggas don't go. Yeah, Calvin Ford was Cuddy. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, them not telling straight stories about rappers and all that shit. Look, bro, I can tell you stories, bro, that will wig you out. Anyway, man, I bet you from Baltimore. That's what's up. But look, let me get up out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for the three. Oh man, thank you for the $50 holler, man. And I think I might have missed the super chat. Oh, Jeep Red Boy with the $10 holler, making it 65 on it. I want to keep going though. I want to keep going for a second, man. I'm having a good time today, though. Don't get off too quick. I'm having a good. I want to tell you that. I want to tell you my experiment. All of them are real people. They just made up the stories for what they could piece together. Every last person was, yeah. No, what they do is they make it so nobody can go to jail. Okay, that's what they do. Look, man, people try to pull off hits, okay? People, this is real world stuff, okay? And I hate to say this, but it's real world stuff. People will absolutely, in any business that you're in, man, I don't care. You could be a dog walker. Bro, if you are in a dog walk, if you are not a dog walker, you could be a dog catcher, bro. You know there's a pension that comes with being a dog catcher. Like if you're a dog catcher for years, you get a pension. You know what I mean? So that's a political position, a dog catcher. So there are people that want their family members to get jobs as dog catchers. So if you want to get your son a job as a dog catcher, your son's not going to get a job as a dog catcher because the dog catcher boss wants his son to have a dog catcher. Why? Because that brings money into the family. Think about this. This is what Lonzo Ball, why Lonzo Ball's smart guy. You do not judge yourself on your own individual wealth. Judge yourself on the collective wealth of your family, because that's the more realistic look at where you can go. When I'm down and out, I can call my brother. When my brother's down and out, he can call me. That's an asset that I have. When my father was young and virile, he was an asset that I have. I'm an asset for him, right? My mother is older now, so she doesn't want, it's hard for her to get up and walk. She, over time, throughout the day. So I'm an asset. I'm an asset for her. I can get her coffee. I can run to the store, right? I am her generational wealth that she can take advantage of in her older age. Family is everything. Family is everything. Everything. And I'm telling you, these New York families, that's why they call them a family. And these black people were allowed in that family. Exactly. Hustle for your last name, not your first. Yes. Hustle for your last name, not your first. Great. So that's what I'm saying, bro. So anyway, like I said, these niggas ain't coming around me no more. You guys aren't coming around me no more. Thought experiment. And I want you to listen very carefully. Listen to the thought experiment that I gave you. And I'm not asking you to say it's true of any individual, but how would you feel if you found out that the guy that you were sending all these crazy letters to, that you were threatening, that you were calling a Tom and a coon, that you thought Turkey al-Sheikh had more money than? You thought Turkey al-Sheikh could be your savior? Oh, we can get this money. If we get this Saudi Arabian money, oh, that's going to be it for us. We already know that our family in New York is under investigation, but shit, let's jump up with this Saudi billionaire and see if what we can milk this Saudi billionaire for. Let's see what we can bilk bullshit and bilk this Saudi billionaire out of. That's what you're doing now. See what you can get him to do. But I'm telling you, bro, if you look what's taking place, there will never be a removal of Muhammad Ali's name from federal legislation. I told you on this channel that there will be no removing of Muhammad Ali's name from that federal legislation. You can say I didn't tell you that. I told you that. I put it on Twitter. I already made the contacts about that. So what did they do? They had to name their bullshit the Muhammad Ali Revival Act, because there's no way in this world that they are going to pass any removal of the Muhammad Ali Act. So what did they do? They had to get quick. They had to get cute and try to say, oh, we're just going to have 2 Muhammad Ali acts. They're not abandoning the first one. They're just trying to make it irrelevant to them by paying homage to Muhammad Ali by not removing his name from legislation. And I told you on this channel, they would not do that. And they didn't do that. Now, who's the most influential YouTuber? Who? No, I don't give a fuck about the views. I'm about to get off. I don't give a fuck about the views. Tell Showbiz to do that. I need to challenge Mr. Influential Showbiz, Blue Blood, any of you niggas. I want you to tell everybody some shit's going to happen, like a RICO charge. You always talking this gangster shit. So corny. Yeah. Stay there, Free Smoke. You're just the same bozo ass nigga that made a... Let me tell you what's corny. Any of you niggas. Watch this. You know what's corny? You had to wait a whole day to make... You had to get up yesterday morning, create a whole new fucking page to come say this shit to me today. I bet you niggas won't say shit to me. I bet you niggas don't go around threatening me no more. Hey, Spencer Fearon, you feel like threatening me again? Hey, Spencer, you feel like threatening me again? Spencer Fearon, Master Knowledge. I dare you to put a video up talking about what you're going to do to me. You remember when you did that, Spencer Fearon? You remember when you put that shit on Twitter and you said if it was true that I had done something to a kid that I needed to die? You remember that? You remember that, Spencer? What's up, Spencer? How you feeling, bro? You still feeling brave, bro? You still feeling big time, dog? I don't think so. Say that's Chuck E. Cheese. I wouldn't doubt it. Anyway, bro, y'all better keep y'all asses fucking around me, bro. No joke, bro. There ain't nobody in boxing that can handle me, dog. Not none of you niggas. And I don't care what country you come from. Not none of you niggas can handle me, bro. Not none of you. Not none of you. And I mean it. Not none of you. Not none of you. Not one of you. Not 10 of you niggas. Not 50 of you niggas. Anyway, I'm out. Much love. Deuces. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to get back into a positive attitude. I'm sorry. Harrell Hannon said, don't let him mess up your positive attitude, bro. You're right. I'm sorry. I meant to be positive. I'm sorry. I will not get off like that. Let me be positive. Thank you, Turkey Al-Sheikh, for investing in this money in boxing. And I mean this. Let me talk to Turkey Al-Sheikh for a second. Thank you, Turkey Al-Sheikh, for investing this money in boxing. I appreciate it. I really do. I would greatly appreciate it, though, if you would stop dealing with the people that you're dealing with, because they're a bunch of fucking crooks. Okay? That's it. I'll be very positive. I think Turkey Al-Sheikh can do great things for American boxing, provided he actually cares about American boxing. If he is trying to make boxing a global sport, take your ass somewhere else on the globe. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Oh, that's huge. Jameson says some positivity for the channel, bro. That's huge, bro. Yeah, man, let me get back into the positivity, brother. I'm back into the positivity, bro. Look, man, I thank you, Turkey Al-Sheikh. Dog, pay good money to people, but stop trying to steal the fights and move everything to Saudi Arabia, because you're not going to gut me by gutting boxing. Okay? I think sometimes you guys think that if you gut boxing, that means you can gut us. Bro, boxing is a hobby for us. It's just a little thing we like watching, bro. It's not just because all this money's pouring through it, doesn't mean that that money that's pouring through it is any major amount of money for the people that are pouring it in. These people are just people that are willing to do good things for people, you know? And I have to tell you, you guys are fucking it up. You guys are out here playing with gambling. It's my personal belief that organized crime drugged Deontay Wilder. I believe that organized crime drugged drugged Errol Spence. And I believe that organized crime did it to Anthony Joshua as well. Those three incidences of seeing somebody that looked like they were poisoned, drunk, or otherwise inebriated, I believe that those fights were tampered with. That is my personal belief. I believe Anthony Joshua versus John Ruiz was tampered with by the Mafia. I think Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 2 was tampered with by the Mafia. And I think Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford was tampered with by the Mafia. That's my personal belief. All three of those were tampered fights. They were three critical moments for three big fighters, and you guys put your hands on the top of it and ruin the fight so you could win a bet and you could be right. And let me tell you what I got. So, and before I get off, and thank you for the $100 holler, that means I'm doing well. I got phone calls before each one of those fights asking me what I wanted, how I thought that fight was going to turn out, and who I was betting on. In each one of those three scenarios, I did not bet on those fights. Those, in my personal opinion, were all fixed fights. And they were fixed, in my personal opinion, by the people in New York. The same idiots that were stupid enough to send me a fake piece of paper saying that they were threatening to sue me and then put on 3 different channels that I was going to be sued. Let me tell you what I know that means in Mafia talk. In Mafia talk, that means you niggas was going to do something. The dude that was on the phone with me said I thought I had, what did you call it? You said I thought that I had absolute immunity. Absolute immunity does not apply to defamation. Absolute immunity does, though, apply to some nigga that's giving me a threat. And I didn't take your threat. You tried to threaten me. Don't you remember that big push on me, on Twitter, how everybody went nuts on me all of a sudden? Like I said, you niggas better keep my name out your mouth, you peons. Blue Bloods, you're a peon. Keep my name out. You're going to say it because they're going to tell you to say my name. But I know you don't want to say it. I know you don't want to say it for real. You want to say it on the camera because you're a paid actor. I ain't no paid actor. You niggas are paid actors. I ain't no paid actor. I'm not acting. Anyway, I'm out. Yeah, he said, yeah, the outrage scene manufactured. Very manufactured. Let me tell you who has threatened me. I've been threatened by Rick Glazier. I've been threatened by Blue Blood. I've been threatened by what hill are you standing on? Nigga, you better sit your ass down. And who else was it? Oh, and Victor Conti. Victor Conti said I need to get a real job. Victor, I will slap you in your fucking face, nigga, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Okay, let me tell you for sure. I will slap you in your mug, and there's nothing you're gonna do about it. You know why? Because when I was in Chicago, I lived in Chicago, and I'm gonna end it on this, I promise. Thank you for the support. I grew up in a mafia neighborhood. Everybody in my neighborhood was mafia. All kind of Italians in my neighborhood. They were all mafia. I slapped their kids in the face any fucking time they wanted to fight. I'll slap them niggas in their face. Because they ain't going to do nothing to me. Like I said, everybody in my neighborhood, all those Italians, all of them niggas was connected. And their kids, I'll slap them in their mouth. You slap their kids in your mouth, you're going to wind up on a milk box. Let me put it this way. If you slap Sammy Maestro, you slap somebody one of them burgers, your ass is going to wind up in a milk box. I'll slap him in his face, nigga, and then we'll hang out 2 weeks later. Yeah, Malachi 2 came out. Oh, I know he sued. I know he was getting sued. Why? Because their bosses told him that shit. They got that shit on high. Oh, we going to make a move on this Fanon. We going to sue him. We doing this. And they told them. So they knew it. When the paper got delivered, all of a sudden, these niggas all know about it. Man, didn't nobody try to sue me, you lying sacks of shit. And the guy that called me, all he did was give me a little veiled threat. And what I did was I lawyered him. I lawyered the shit out of that dude. He wasn't even a lawyer. The dude that called me wasn't even a lawyer because he's talking about absolute immunity when we're talking about defamation. Bro, and he got off as soon as I started talking about the law, he ran out. So, and he said, I think we've handled this. Oh, this is okay. I think everything is settled. We don't have a problem anymore. He said, Troy, pay me. No, never mind. I'm different. Like I'm telling you, bro. Hey, you know what's funny too? Did anybody see Shakur Stevenson is going to be a sparring partner for Jake Paul? Did y'all see that Shakur Stevenson is going to be a sparring partner for that man? Martin, you have to read the disclaimer at the beginning of the new Exodus File documentary. And you have looked up the names of the people credited. And have you looked up the... No. No, I'll look at it now, though. Hold on one second. No, I haven't watched the Exodus Files. You tell me about them, but I don't watch it. Oh, is it a new one? I got to go to a new one. Now, let me look it up. Noah Cohn, Aziz Adebayo, and M. Heyman. Al Heyman. The Heyman family's in on it, huh? That's what's up. It's a Heyman. Hey, where'd it go? You talk. Damn, where'd it go? Okay, sir. Hey, you talking about the Heyman shit? Let me put a link in the chat real quick. Oh, did he do? The Big Dog Willie usually supports the channel. Let me slide. Big Dog Willie's about to troll. Big Dog Willie said Tank beat Jake Paul with the Mississippi Diamond Cutter. Yeah, we need it, man. No, keep reading. Hold on. Okay. It only said 3. I only see 3 names. Oh, no, my bad. Now I see. It is written by M. Heyman. Directed by Levi Cohen. That's dope. Written by Noah Cohen. Written by Aziz Adebayo. Azizi. Organized by T. Arrow. Content selection by Stacy Gotti. Michael Morgan is edited. That's dope. Man, they did this shit. Copyright fair use. That's fair. Man, that shit is, they're out to get these niggas. That's top rank. Basically, what you saying, that shit look like top rank. It looked like, those are like, hey, dog, that shit, so that's them niggas is out to get these niggas. Hey, Bill Haney, Al Heyman, and Bob Arum are coming to get you, bro. Oh, I see you. I see you. No, that's, hey, bro, look, 2 cents. It's the red pill, I'm telling you, bro. These niggas is going to get these boys. Oh, that's dope as hell, though. That's dope. Yeah, I love that shit, though. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, man, but let me get up out of here, man. We about 2 hours. We had 2 hours. We got big support today. Anybody want to chop it up with me, though? Look, seriously, I'm tired of talking about that shit. I'm not going to talk about a lot, but I warned my wife I was talking about that shit today, okay? You New York Negroes better stop watching The Godfather, okay? Y'all better stop, bro. You niggas is over with, okay? Do you realize that on these streets, you niggas are over with? There's no more battle in the streets, bro. We run it. Oh, hey, I'll put a link in there. I didn't even put a link in there today. I didn't put a link in there today. I know King, man. Oh, you niggas don't want to talk to me no more, huh? Y'all don't want to talk no more, huh? Hey, you little peon-ass niggas at the bottom of the totem pole. You don't want to talk to me anymore all of a sudden? All of a sudden, you don't feel like coming around? I mean, seriously, bro, you guys were such big badasses because you had some boss. Huh? Big Dog Willie in the building.
Yeah, I hear about that gambling stuff. That's been going on for years. I don't know how it just came up now.
Oh, you don't know how it came up
for years. The referees were in on it. They've been doing it for years.
Of course.
Even the football teams, all that shit have been doing that for years. I don't understand. Man, I don't understand how they just now figuring out anyway.
No, they figured it out. It's just now they decided, let me snatch your ass.
Yeah,
that's it. It's like, that's it. They just sit around. They know full well where everything is and what's going on. The only question is it working for them or not? If it's working for them, bro, if you're breaking the law and it's working for the law, they're never going to stop you.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Only time that they stop you is when it's not working for them. You know?
Not enough kickbacks. Is that what it is?
Yeah, man. Look, bro, I'm telling you, they pissing off a lot of you. Keep cheat. They cheated so they're cheating so fucking boldly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're cheating so boldly that it's getting to the point, bro, where it's so orchestrated that it's like you can't bet because you have to take into consideration the gamble. You have to take corruption. You have to take corruption into consideration when you're gambling.
Somebody didn't get their cut, huh? Is that what it is? Somebody high up didn't get their cut?
Well, what I think happened is, honestly, when you have these high rollers, because honestly, man, there's probably in some instances more money made by people who gamble single hands than the whole fucking fight is worth.
Right.
You know what I mean? There are definitely people that will bet $100 million on a hand.
Yeah.
So you got a guy that has $100 million to bet on a hand, and he finds out, or he puts just to fuck for shits and giggles, he puts $5 million on a boxing match, and he finds out you fixed it.
Yeah, and that person might donate to a senator or to a congressman.
Bro, let me tell you something, dog. I know people personally that are on the first name basis with the Pope, 3 presidents, at least 5 different CEOs of major corporations, 10 to 12 major city mayors, between 5 and 8 sitting U.S. governors, the entire black caucus of the House of Representatives, at least 5 senators, all of them on his phone. And he finds out that you ripped this nigga off for $100,000 because you want to get cute. You're going to get raided.
Yeah.
I mean, what else? Dude, once you start like, boy, one of my best friends, I've got at least 3 of my dudes I'm super cool. 3 dudes I'm cool with that I got elected mayor. It is not difficult for me to get you arrested in DC. It's not. All I got to do is say, I'm concerned about this guy. That's all I have to do. All I got to be is like, hey, man, Charles, and this is not Charles. I'll be like, Charles, can you call Andre? Can you call? I need to talk to my guy. I'm fucking nervous because this nigga keep talking crazy to me. My daughter's at Howard. Would you mind looking out for my daughter? No worries, I got you. Dude, my daughter will have police officers, plainclothes police officers around her 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. If you breathe on her wrong, nigga, you going to jail. Just by calling. You think there's a reason that these rich people's kids are not getting snatched for kidnapping. Okay? You're not snatching their kids. They're walking around the same place you're walking. So you think these same smart ass kids who they don't care about their money. They don't care about their money. They don't care really. Like, yeah, I lost. There was dudes I was kicking it with at a party one time, bro. We were like bidding on boxing gloves, right? Now, there was a Muhammad Ali pair of gloves. And my boy is like, man, why don't you bid on that? And I was like, man, first of all, I got more Muhammad Ali autographs. Man, they send me Muhammad Ali autographs. So I would never buy one because even as a little kid, I would get Muhammad Ali autographs and shit sent to me. So I'm like, you can buy that for $100. And he was like, man, nah, it's really not about for me. And you know how much he paid for that shit? $25,000 for a $100 autographed glove.
You really want that glove?
Yeah, you tell me that if this dude puts $100,000 down on a boxing match and he finds out from me that he lost that money on a rigged fight, because that's what I told him. I told him your fight was rigged. You got robbed.
Well, they better not put no money down on tank fight.
Hell no. Let me tell you something, bro. I tell people all the time, bro. He said, Troy, I said, Fanan, you got a lot of Muhammad Ali beer. I try my best to collect also. Bro, let me tell you something, dude. I got at least 7 autographed Muhammad Ali pictures sent to me. They were sent to me. They were given to me. I didn't ask for them. I didn't look for them. They just knew that I loved them, and they sent them to me. And they would do shit like that as a kid, man. Like I always got his shit, man, because people knew how much I loved him. Really, man. And to see these dudes pimping his name like this, bro, is disgusting to me personally. So I don't fuck with Floyd. Floyd pimping the shit out of Ali's name, man. Anyway, that's what I think happened, honestly. Because most of these major investigations, like what Stephen S. Smith said, right? Stephen A. Smith is probably telling the truth. Stephen A. Smith is like, the people, they got spotlighted because of Donald Trump. But I don't know if it's Donald Trump or if it's somebody else. But man, it's like, you got to understand, bro, we're black. We can't do that shit.
Nope.
We can't.
Nope. Sure can't. You should, yeah. Ask R. Kelly. Ask Diddy.
Can't do it, bro.
Can't do it.
You can't. We're black. We're not allowed to do that. Okay? We're not allowed. I can't do that, bro. I can't. Man, let me tell you something, bro. Nigga, this is how bad it is for me. All right? When somebody really had it out for me, bro. Dog, I went into a bar, bro. These motherfuckers I knew me, right? So anyway, I'm having a couple drinks. All of a sudden, these niggas refuse to serve me. Then I'm like, okay, I get pissed. And I'm like, you're not going to serve me. It's like, try to embarrass me, right? So I walk out. And then the next day I park in front of it and I'm sitting there and I look at the dude, right? Next time, dude does what? Dude calls. Basically, I leave looking at the dude and then the fucking police squad cars start coming at me, right? And they pull me over. One guy pulls me over. I'm sitting on the side. Then the next time I drive by, they coming by my house, send sheriffs to my house, all kind of shit. So basically what the dude did was he tried to put the police on me. But guess what they never did? They never arrested me. And every time the police officer came near me, they never pulled me out of my car. They never gave me a ticket. They never did any of that. But other cars came around their cars while they were picking me up. So when they were trying to arrest me, somebody in the people that watch me pulled up next to the police car. So they are watching the police handle me. So if the police arrest me, put me in that car, my people are going to know that I'm in that car. So the next time they try to call a cop on me, the police officers wouldn't even stop me. They literally pulled out by the side of my house in a cul-de-sac, and I walked out of my house to go walk to them, and they walked out of their car towards me, showed me their hands, and were like, hey, I just want to let you know this is going on. And I said, okay, thanks, but all I did is buy something. I appreciate you telling me that. And then you know what he did? He sat in his car where he was. I went back into my house, and after he told me another sheriff is going to come by, my supervisor. Then he drove off. The supervisor came up, parked in the same place away from my house so he wouldn't embarrass me. And he said, look, I just want to let you know that because they sold you something, their complaint has been disregarded. They violated what they claimed. And they asked me, he said in very leading questions, did they ever tell you that you weren't allowed on that property? And I said, no, they never told me that. And he said, oh, and he said, did you buy something from them? I said, yeah, I buy something every time. And he said, oh, well, that's not trespassing. Don't worry about it. We're going to file a complaint on the owner. That was an example of when somebody that thinks they're a fucking bigwig tries to bully on somebody that's bigger than they are, and then they fucking find out that you can't call a cop on me. Right? You can't call a cop on me like that. So just like you can't call a cop on certain niggas, you can't call cops on. That's why I'm like, what happened to Terrence Crawford was so fucked up. Because Terrence shouldn't have had a gun put in his face. Everybody knew who the fuck he was. You there, Rick?
That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit.
Yeah, they wanted to stick a gun in his face, man.
All right, but now I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, bro.
Have a good day.
Yes, sir. Get back. Thomas Hill, what's up? What's up, Rick? You good? Rick, you froze up. What's up, Thomas Hill?
No, what's good? I was gonna ask you because you made a comment, and you've been right all along about what's been going on and how things have been factoring with these people that rig stuff and set people up with their thing. I was wondering if the networks are pulling out of boxing because they saw this coming down the pipe like that.
Man, let me tell you something, bro. It's so obvious. It's hard for me but not to believe that they do know. It's kind of like Top Rank. Top Rank is gone from ESPN, bro. They did not renew that fucking contract, bro. They listened to what was going on. They knew that they got rid of Dan Rayfield. Like, think of how many, just like use ESPN, for example. Think of how many journalists they got rid of. They got rid of Dan Rayfield. Then they brought in Steve Kim, got rid of Steve Kim. Then they brought in Mike Coppinger, got rid of Mike Coppinger. Every one of those guys are intimately involved in the misinformation being spread around boxing. On the tearing down of certain fighters, preventing people from investing in certain fighters. Those niggas is all crooked as fuck too. Those dudes are behind a lot of Michael. You don't have to tell me. I know Steve Kim and them niggas. My personal belief is they're behind a lot of the fucking social media attacks on me. They never say anything to me directly, but they got Coach Malachi over there who works for them doing it for them. Just like these guys got Blue Blood working for these guys. Man, these guys are all a bunch of fucking frauds, man. And yeah, these people should separate themselves from these people because they're a bunch of fucking crooks. And who the fuck wants to go to jail? Like, seriously, bro, like niggas keep thinking like, oh yeah, we know they're like, do not tell me, bro, that this is not the mentality that gets people trapped. You know what you're doing is illegal. You know it. So you keep doing it and doing it and doing it. One time you pass by a cop, the cop don't say nothing. You go by again, the cop don't say nothing. You go by again, the cop don't say nothing. Cop know what you got in your car every fucking time. They just waiting on a call to say it's time to get him. Don't let him go. Get him. I mean, seriously, bro, these people are not stupid. You niggas are underlings, bro. like, think about it, dog. There's been boxers that have like. Anyway, man, boxing is crooked as fuck. The NFL, the NBA has been fixed. I hated it because I knew it was fixed when the Bulls were doing the shit. You can't tell me they didn't throw. Yeah, hell yeah, that shit. Fuck out of here. That shit, they could have beat them niggas in 4. A couple of them mugs, they could have beat them in 4. That's what I felt. I was like, man, they letting these niggas have this game. You know, let me tell you the most rigged game I ever saw. When Michael Jordan was not with the Bulls and the Bulls lost to the New York Knicks and the Knicks went to the fucking finals. That was the most rigged shit I had ever seen in my life because the Bulls were going to beat them niggas without Mike. Because Pippen was going nuts. That's when, remember when Pippen dunked on Patrick Ewing?
Oh, yeah, and I remember.
Bro, tech. Them motherfuckers was going crazy that game with techs. They were going crazy with fouls. Anytime you touch Patrick Ewing, it was a foul. Bro, we were going to win that series and send them niggas back. We were going to lose to Houston in the finals. I'm telling you, they fixed that shit because they didn't want them to get there without Mike. I promise.
I agree with you. I absolutely
promise, you know I'm a Bulls fan, bro. They did not want the fucking Bulls to go to the finals without Mike. They didn't want that shit because then you got to understand it's a system and not just Mike. Because Mike is cold, bro. But, bro, come on, man. We know. Like, you know what I mean?
And like you said, Pippen was the deal. He was giving folks the business. That series was lit too, man. I feel you. I feel you on that one.
They won't let certain people let certain people play. They wouldn't let Mahmoud Abdul Rauf even play. They wouldn't. That's cheating. You got the best player on your team buried on the bench. You trying to tell me the best player is buried on the bench, and that's not fixing that's fixing a basketball game. It is. I got my best player right here. I just got no reason not to play this nigga. He had Mahmoud Abdul Rauf on the bench. They just decided he'll come in the game. Boom, boom, 24. Get on the bench. No, they're told not to win. It's like, how in the world did Patrick Ewing get to the Knicks? How did fucking Ralph Sampson, and Akeem Olajuwon get to goddamn Houston?
Yeah, that was dirty.
How did Magic Johnson get to LA?
Rick know that was dirty. Rick know that was dirty.
And how did Magic get to LA and Bird get in Boston? The same rivalry get the two. Come on, man.
Same
and
thing
you know
with
who's doing it.
LeBron.
And you know who's exactly. What up, Rick? So what's on your mind, bro?
Dog, man, I walked into a firestorm, boy. You was lit up when I first tuned in, man.
Hell yeah, I told you these niggas was gonna get arrested. And watch, the more niggas that get arrested, the closer we get to the niggas that I want to get arrested. So these niggas
Look, so my question is, man, you know, they showcasing Chauncey Bullock, Terry Rozier, and my guy Damon Jones. Them the three main faces we've been seeing plastered in all these articles. So my question is, okay, if they guilty, cool. But where are the big people that you're talking about?
I'll tell you where they are.
Why these mafia?
Hold on, I'll put the name. Hold on, let me get your name. Hey, did I spell that wrong? How do you spell statisticians? How do you spell statisticians? You know what a statistician is?
Yeah.
Those are the crooks.
That's how. Wow.
Those
why they not?
I'm telling you who
why
the
they faces not? What are indictments?
Look, I'm going to tell you who they are. The statisticians are the ones cheating. They're cheating. They're the only ones. Let me tell you why these niggas are the ones cheating. Because they're the only ones that know the goddamn math. You want to know who the fuck is cheating in a complex scheme? Where the mathematicians at? If I want to know who's doing the fucking steroids, give me the chemists. If you're point shaving, I want them goddamn statisticians. I'm indicting every single fucking one of these niggas. I'm sitting them down and I'm finding out where you stealing. Because NBA turned in all of this stupid extra stats that I bet you people gamble on. Every one of these extra stats is another way to create some more numbers that you can manipulate. If you've ever been in a game, bro, that's why I don't even do fantasy football. Because I was in a fantasy league 1 year. The guy is my friend. The guy that was running that league, I told him right off after the second season, I'm done. And he's like, why are you done? I said, because you're changing the rules in a way that allow you to draft and you're going to win. Because you're prioritizing rebounds. If you look at the way they prioritize things, that allows them to dictate who is going to be able to fit those things most easily. So say, for example, I want Shaquille O'Neal to be successful. What am I going to do? I'm going to tell the referees to call illegal defense, right? No defending no double teaming somebody without the ball. Why? Because I want this big ass nigga on one guy to score. If I don't want him to do it, then I'm going to put a rule in there and allow people to play zones. So now where's the money? The money's in the shot. Now you can gamble on the score because now the game's not 78-92. Now you can get a game that's 140-120, and it's that much easier to manipulate those things. I'm telling you, don't arrest Damon Jones. Damon Jones and all those guys is just there to let everybody know, hey, y'all better stop this shit. Okay? Because we're going to let everybody know there's a huge investigation. Bro, a lot of motherfuckers are going to back up. But if you really want the people that are behind it, it's the statisticians. It's the statisticians. If I want to know who's fucking cheating, it's the statisticians. If I want to stop steroids, I'm arresting all the chemists. I'm not going to worry about Victor Conte. He can't make them. I'm going to get the people that can actually make them.
Now, that's a fact.
And that goes in the cheat. Think about it, bro. If I bet you, if we got $1,000 pot, right, on our fantasy football league, and I'm the fucking administrator of it, come on, bro. I can look at who you drafted last year, what you value on your team, and I can strategically remove those fucking incentives through the statistics. Instead of giving you 1 point for a free field goal, I can give you 3 points for a field goal. Instead of giving you 1 point for a rebound, I can give you 0.5 points for a rebound, which means what? Your rebounder is now less valuable, even though the game is going the same way. It's a fucking shell game. Those niggas can tell you what the fuck is going to happen before a game even starts. Why? Because they know the system. And even the way the system is designed is you get certain scores in certain spots. So they could probably even tell somebody, oh, well, we're going to change our offense. We're going to run a different offense this quarter because that different offense is going to affect the outcome of the score. And then they're going to let their bench players come in earlier or a little bit later. Come on, man. And they put some off bet. And guess what they're doing? They're not even betting on the websites. They're doing this betting hand-to-hand money. Because in that way, because what? It doesn't become taxable. Right? And these niggas are going to get stuck on tax evasion. Like when this shit's all done, they are also going to get stuck on tax evasion. Because whenever you're laundering money, there's a tax evasion charge associated with that shit. It's ugly, bro.
It's real ugly, man. And this just another chapter added to a never-ending book that was written by the powers that be. And it's like you only gonna plaster these 3 black faces, but all these other non-black faces in the wings, they not indicted. Their names not being spewed out through the media. The big mafia figures who pull the strings, I mean, they never be held accountable. But we got to get the small guys, and we damn sure got to plaster these black faces.
Yeah.
That's what's new.
It's nothing new. So
That sucks, man.
So that's why my message is to all you little boxing niggas that want to try to come up and think you slick. Don't do it. Like, even like the little shit I saw with, and it's no channels, I promise you, it's no channels that you think I'm talking about. Like last week, bro, when I see channels get big spikes of views, like that don't make no fucking sense, and they don't know, bro, you don't know what game these people around you are playing, bro. And one particular guy that it happened to, dog, I'm looking at the people that were in his live stream at the different times I was in his live stream, and I'm like, bro, you're fucking around with some people, bro, they're gonna put, bro, they're gonna use you, man. They're gonna use you, bro. They're gonna use you niggas, man. Just like they try to use me. Like they try to use me, man. I don't appreciate that shit. Fucking Claymore coming over here. Fucking them niggas, Ray Davis and niggas coming over here trying to push that bullshit. Bro, I don't appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? You there still there?
Have a fall guy.
Yeah, they gotta have. Oh yeah, they gotta have a fall guy. But that's who we are. The black folk are gonna take the brunt of it. But we only take. But why? When did they get Chauncey Billups? When Chauncey Billups can't play, he's expendable. That player that they got, the Rozier, that is a expendable player. Damon Jones is definitely fucking expendable. The only people that they got were expendable black people.
But shit,
absolutely.
Damn, but Chauncey, an active head NBA coach.
And guess what? Probably didn't even.
He's still on the NBA payroll.
And probably really, and might not even really done nothing. Might have done something that might not even have known. Might have got a call and be like, pull this guy out of the game.
Yeah,
because that's
man.
what, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead, Tom.
No, my bad. I didn't know you were finished. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying it's kind of like I heard who said this shit? It might have been Michael Irving or something, man, where he was like, somebody was gonna get his bonus. That he's a receiver. And he's like, man, I'm getting my bonus. And he said, hey, man, you're supposed to run this route. And he told the quarterback, I don't give a shit. If this dude presses up on me, I'm going. Right? When the play was for him not to go, he said, if he presses up on me, I'm going. So he pressed him and he went and he got a reception. He said he did it on the next play. He was like, look, this is the play. And the receiver goes to the quarterback and says, look, man, if this guy does this, I'm going to do that. I'm not running that play. Boom. He does it. The guy does it. He doesn't. He audibles out himself, gets another reception. He needed 15 receptions to get an extra $1 million. Call came in, take him out. Same story I told you before, right? So if you're like involved in some port scheming scheme and you got Chauncey Billups who's being told to take this guy out or told not to do this, and then they use that as evidence of fixing, but he's really, in order for him, he's going to have to tell who the fuck told him to do it. It's going to wind up being the owners and all of that stuff they play. The owners are gambling, bro. Look what they did to the Bears and the Bulls. Man, as soon as the fucking Chicago Bears won a Super Bowl, we were garbage for the next 30 years. As soon as we win a NBA championship and the value of the franchise gets bigger, we don't have a good team for the next 30 years. They dismantled them because they're like, we already sold our season tickets. Since we sold our season tickets and we already got our big contracts, fuck paying you dudes any money, any extra money. We don't care about these championships anymore because we already got, you know how many Bulls jersey they sell every year still because of Michael Jordan? You got people all over the world wearing Bulls jerseys to this day because of Michael Jordan. So they wanted to continue. So at a certain point, that's kind of like what Turkey's doing. He's paying all these people all his money, but bro, that shit's going to come to an end. Then eventually he's going to bring that fucking price down. But he's only going to bring it down when all of the competition is gone. Telling you, man, this shit is so patently obvious, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Unfortunately,
you just took me back when you mentioned how. Damn,
you still there?
My shit.
No, you still there, Rick? You can't hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're just delayed.
Y'all can't hear me?
I can
Now
hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Damn. All right, well, look. All right, let me just say this. I'm gonna bounce. But you took me back and reminded me about how
Hey,
they
let me kick
yank
you out and come
players
back
out of
in.
games when
Hey,
they
let me kick
about
you out and come
to
back in.
reach
Let me
certain
kick you out and come
stats.
back in.
All right.
And I'm gonna put another link. There you go. Man, this is a fun live stream, Thomas Hill.
Nah, informative as hell too, man, because it makes sense on why certain things has happened and as of late. And like you said, it's revelation. I mean, hell, you said it was gonna break down, and it's starting to happen. So,
Man, these people are so mad at me for telling y'all that shit too. I'm telling you, bro. I'm trying to warn you, dudes, man. Like I'm trying to warn you. Like seriously, man. These dudes, you can't in this surveillance society. You really cannot commit crimes without them knowing. You just can't do it. Any crime that you discover, especially if you're using Bitcoin, come on, man, that shit is very traceable. Bitcoin, any type of shit where you're on the internet, your phone, anytime you're in any public space, when you're in front of your own computer, because your computer got a camera that's on, even if you don't turn it on. I got a Sony camera on me, like a Sony camera, like a real camera. Bro, you better act like that real camera is still on. Like you guys have no idea what the surveillance state really is.
Absolutely.
And think about AI. They have AI where they can ask AI what they think you're going to do tomorrow. Like seriously, think about this. And I want you guys to really think about this. Every day, I'm going to give you like a little, when I was really depressed, bro. Seriously, I was depressed as fuck because my dad had a stroke, right? So I'm trying not to deal with reality, bro. Really. I mean, I'm sick. See, I'm trying to get the fuck out of reality. So I go to the liquor store, right? And I get 3 single bottles of vodka. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm just like, all right, fuck, I got my buzz, feeling a little better, right? And then I throw the bottle out of the car because I don't want to get a drunk driving car. So I always, if I have a little bottle, I throw it out because I don't want them to see that in the car. And then they got all kind of reason, right? So I throw it out. I was sitting there thinking to myself because of that incident I had with those cops following me home. I was like, you know what? They can get me for drunk driving right now if they want to. Because all they have to do is look at my pattern of purchasing at that liquor store. They can look at the path my phone takes. They can also see, like, if somebody was looking at me, they can see that there were bottles they can literally see me throwing bottles out the car because there's satellite on it. So if they say they want to, let me get this guy, when's a good time to get this dude a drunk driving charge? And they just put it in there. AI, when is a good time to give a guy a good drunken charge? Pull him over at around 11:30. You know why? Because he had three at about 11. I'm saying pull him over at about 5 o'clock. Because if he has 3 at 11 o'clock, and then he comes back out around 4 o'clock and buys 3 more, that's 6. He weighs 250 pounds. His blood level, and that shit will be in the car. So just pull him over right then, and you can put a charge on him. Damn. Like that's artificial intelligence.
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, that's how it works. Anything that you can do, and I'm telling you, I've been in IT. My family's been in IT and surveillance because that's what IT is. Information systems, which is the technology, which is how things operate, and information technology, which is the equipment used to use it. My father told me way back in the early 90s, if you do anything online, you better act like everybody and their mama knows it. He said that shit to me in the 80s. If you say it on the phone, you better act like everybody and their mama knows it because that's what they're giving you. They are literally giving you a surveillance device and convincing you that you always need it on you.
Yeah, no doubt. You're absolutely right about that.
Yeah, they know everything just by watching this black box. They know everybody I called, everybody I said on my Instagram, everybody that called me, that tried to call me, and everybody that they're connected to. All of that shit feeds right off this. And you dudes think you're slick, dumbasses, putting $500 through a super chat on YouTube, and you don't. Only time They're just waiting to catch you. Because all you have to do is go look at it. That's all you got to do. When they decide to walk you down, all they got to do is say, look, man, give me all of the information, all the intel on Martin Blackwell. What are his patterns on the internet? It doesn't matter if you're on incognito or not. What kind of girls does he like to look at? What kind of food does he want to eat? What kind of clothes does he like to wear? And then they can concoct some scenario and somebody that fits exactly that and send them at you. Bro, that's what COINTELPRO is. Like, when we talk about there was a COINTELPRO, how about we look at what COINTELPRO was and then think, damn, that was 50 years ago. Those dudes only had landlines. At that time, what would they be doing now?
Absolutely.
Telling you, man, my family's in IT for a long time. I said this shit yesterday. Every technology that you have is at least 20 years behind what the military has. Your social media, I promise you, social media, your most advanced social media analytics are 20 years behind what they're using. They're in a time machine. That's why Masons wear watches. Masons wear watches because they know what time it is and you don't. They know what the real technology is. You don't. That's why the eye seeing eye and all of that shit. They know the technology and you don't. Bro, I knew there were cell phones in the 70s, bro, because I was holding one in my hand. Niggas didn't know there were cell phones until 1992. I saw that shit. I saw my dad's phone, bro. The first time I saw a cell phone, it was a cell phone. These niggas had shit in cars. Like they were like, I got a car phone. Remember car phones?
Yeah, I remember.
Like, yeah, people had cars installed in their phones, and they had phones with satellites installed in their car.
Mm-hmm.
While these rich niggas had that, my dad had an actual fucking cell phone where he could walk around anywhere he wanted and call your ass. So don't tell me that these UFOs and things are things. No, that's military shit, bro. That's military shit, bro. That's what that is. Anytime you see some shit that don't make sense, that's military shit. It's 20 years ahead of you. 20 years. And guess when this was true? It was true in the early 1900s. Early in the 1900s. People had landline phones. And also, you know what that brings us to, Rick Timms, and I think you'll appreciate this. A lot of the technology that has supposedly been invented already existed. What they were doing is they have it and they're deconstructing it and they're trying to figure out how it works. Once they figure out how it works, they're going to build a similarity. They're going to build something that's like it and then sell it to you. I told people a long time ago that it is absolutely true that people can read minds. And do you know why you know it's true that people can read minds? Because of wireless internet. There is no way that they would have invented the wireless web if they did not already know that thought can be transferred without the physical analog lines. That it can be deconstructed in your mind and be reconstructed in theirs, which is what Africans were teaching way back 5,000-10,000 years ago. They know that what was taught by the Africans and by these older civilizations were true. These people had things that could fly and get off the ground. Now watch this shit. The shit that could fly and get off the ground was not military. Let me repeat. It was not military. So they did not use it to attack other people. But there was definitely the ability to levitate things off the ground through the use of physics. But it was not used in a way to dominate the world. So what happened was they then get the technology. They know it works. They break it down after they take over your society. And then they reconstruct it and sell it to you as something that they invented. When they really didn't invent anything, they just tried to, they're like archaeologists. They don't really know. They just dig shit out of the dirt and try to figure out what it was. And then they try to change it into something that they can sell and use to dominate you.
Man.
Does that make sense?
No, it absolutely makes sense, man. Honestly, it brings a little bit more levity to like, you know, the stuff. I think they use media to tell people that, you know, they do this type stuff too, because there's stuff that be happening in movies or shows that actually come to fruition much later on down the line. And that explains what you're saying.
They're in Masons. You know what the Masons all believe? In Atlantis. There are natural catastrophes that will destroy entire civilizations. And all of that stuff. It's like one person that I had said is like, watch this. They always try to convince you. It is called the myth of progress. That everything is basically like you went from something that's all ignorance, and then we've steadily been on a path to enlightenment, when that's not the truth. Even if you look today and you say, what kind of people are there in the world, right? And you try to guess where society is at this moment. If you go to the Amazon rainforest, there are people, there are groups of people with bones in their noses, still using stone, tools, living in huts. So if you say 10,000 years ago were to go to that particular plot of land and find their tools, you carbon date their tools and you know, oh, wow, that was in the year 2025. Do you then extrapolate that the rest of the world was in that condition because of the people that were in the Amazon rainforest or people that may be in the Congo that still live in that fashion? No. So why would we, just because they show us an old tool located in a certain area, believe that the rest of the world was like that at the time? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I follow you.
Yeah, it's because it's a myth that they put in your head that everybody's living the same way at the same time. That's not true. That's why Africa had a Bronze Age. I don't remember, and don't get me wrong on the years, but they had a Bronze Age, which was 1,000 years before the European Bronze Age. Which means when the European Bronze Age took, everything that they invented in the Bronze Age really came from the previous Bronze Age. They just got put up on it. That's it. It's not like they invented it. They discovered discovered something, figured out how to make it work, and then try to convince you that it's their genius that created it. When it's not. You're just reinventing the wheel. What up, Rick?
Hey, let me just say this, dog.
You good though? No
echo. Cool. When you mentioned that earlier, how they yank players out of games, you know, at certain moments when they're about to hit these numbers or whatever, dog. You took me back to the Houston Oilers against the Kansas City Chiefs, and this when Warren Moon was our quarterback. And we was in Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium, a stadium I got to play in college. Warren Moon went off in that game, y'all. I mean, Curtis Duncan, Ernest Givens, Drew Hill, Warren Moon was up to 500 plus yards.
Hayward Jeffries.
Thomas. Warren Moon got up to 527 yards. The NFL record for most passing yards in a game is 554 by the white boy, Norm Van Brocklin. Warren Moon had a whole nother quarter to go. They took his black ass out of that game because he was about to break that NFL record. And that's another chapter added to what you've been saying, Martin. It's like these people play right in our face, but we just keep praising them, we keep paying them, and we keep getting effed over. You know, man. It's dirty out here, boy.
Let me tell you these dudes did to me. Just tell you how fucking these. And I went to a white school, right? So white coaches, everything. Man, these motherfuckers said we were running a 50-yard dash. 50-yard dash. I'm the fastest dude in the school, easy. Fastest dude, faster than everybody on the football team, faster than everybody on the basketball team. but I didn't want to play football. I ran track, right? So anyway, I run the 50 meters. The 50-meter record for the school is like a 5.5. I run a 5.4. I ran like a 5.4, right? 50, which is, I mean, I'm like a 4.5. I could probably run like a 4.5 40, 4, you know, like at the best, you know, not 4.4, not 4.3, not that world class, but good speed, you know? So anyway, there's this dude on the track team that's a sophomore that plays soccer. I blow this nigga out every single solitary time I'm around him. The same dude that measured my 5.4, the next day said he beat my record at 5.3. You got to be able to run a 4.4 40 to run a 5.3 50. I was like, bro, you really think this dude ran a 5.3 50 for real? Man, I was in another track meet. I landed on the same mark as another guy 3 times. like I landed, it was like, say it was like 22.8, right? I landed like 22.8. This guy is 22.8. The next jump I land, I jump further than he does, but it's measured at 22.8. The next one I jump, measured at not the same spot, 22.8. Nah, you're not breaking this record, and you're not gonna win this, and you're not gonna win this, and you're not gonna win this conference championship. We ain't letting you have that shit. And the crazy shit was, it was my own home school. It was in my home school. That's how those dudes do you. They don't like you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Crazy. You still there?
Yeah, we still here.
Dog, hey man, hey, I gotta bounce y'all. Hey man, at the end of the day, dog, we know what we facing. We know how they operate. All we can do is adjust, adapt, and continue to proceed forward. I mean, that's the story of our life, especially as Black males in this nation.
Before you bounce, Rick, before you bounce, Warren Moon was singly one of the greatest quarterbacks ever to play the game. They never credit that brother, man. Never. I hate that.
Well, he the only Black quarterback in the Hall of Fame, and maybe we can get some more.
He definitely deserves to be in there, but they were not trying to make him the man. All right, let me get out of here, Thomas. I'll rock with you.
All right, then. Be easy, man. Take it easy.
You as well, brother. Get back, man. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for your support. I'm out of here, man. Deuces to everybody. Peep, they brung up the mafia, but they didn't. Yeah, no, they're not gonna. Anyway, I'm out. Deuces.